Hello and welcome back. Welcome to the School of Nerdcraft Dungeonry. I am your headmaster, Magic Sheeb, and this is Magic Academy. We are back again with episode 8 of Call of the Netherdeep campaign, and I am absolutely excited to see what we get in today. I just realized that I just nerfed one of our players. Come back, Aloysia. Yes, we still have a guest star. Journey Adventures is still here with Aloysia. I just got so much into my mode, I just clicked a button. I'm still recovering, so I may cough. I will try to make sure I cover it up as much as possible.
You just Thanos'd her.
Yeah, basically. With that, I do want to start off with a few promotions, sponsorships, stuff like that. So as always, Journey Adventures for starting the inspiration for a lot of this and pushing us to do better. And creating the stream. I officially put their Discord in the description below. I did adulting things. So make sure to check out their Discord and come say hello and join the Twitch streams we do with Trinity every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's a lot of fun. With that, I'm going to hand it over to the Tipsy Tiger for Discord events.
Hi, thank you as always to our sponsor, Churney Adventures. This is when Churney, you look at the camera and there we go. There it is. Ding! Exactly. So thank you so much for being our sponsor, as per usual. A little bit of a lighter week, understandably so, with the holiday. For those of you who maybe don't celebrate Turkey Day or maybe don't really want to do much for Turkey Day, we are finalizing the details, but on Thursday, myself and Leaked Prism will be doing some kind of hysterical me playing a dating sim and Prism making me pick all the chaos choices. So it should be a very good time. We're going to hang out and take it easy. On Friday, we have Cartographer's Corner with Lore. And as Magic said, we do have streams Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, except for when we get to December, which will be slightly different, so stay tuned. So there is a stream tomorrow. That being said, on Saturday at 8 o'clock a.m. Central, we do have Dark Souls with Leaked Prism if you want to start your morning. And as Churney says, it's actually quite a relaxing way to start one's morning, surprisingly. So, yeah, that's all we have for this week. Back to you, Magical Father.
You're welcome for that one.
Magical Father, we cannot hear you.
Oh my gosh, it's my fault. I do want to give a big shout out to everyone who's in chat right now. I see Trini Ventures, the Tipsy Tiger. I'm gonna assume it's pronounced Roddy.
Yeah, that's my maiden name. Hey, what's up? Now you know information about me.
And Alex M, thank you so much for being here. It's great to see you guys in chat. With that, I think we will go ahead and jump into. Oh wait, no, I have other things. If you are here. Or if you're on Spotify, because we have podcasts and we have a TikTok and we have a Twitter. We do all the things. Make sure to check out our other socials. If you are here on YouTube, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Helps us out a ton as we want to continue to create. We already have the brewings of things coming up, and we're absolutely excited to have you here and keep growing together. With that, we will head into episode 7's recap. Episode 7. Let's see if I gotta get this music.
We don't have to talk about it. It's fine.
We must.
Would one of my players like to recap the session for inspiration?
I already have inspiration. So someone else.
If you have a script, I'll do it.
Marcella.
I can recap it poorly, and then if I recap it poorly, can Peter give me the help action? Can we both do inspiration?
I can give the help action for sure.
I want to see you guys do it. Let's go.
All right.
Okay. Well, so I already forgot where we started.
Where do we start?
We started at the beginning of Bazosin at the front doors where we were greeted by Calum.
Yes, we were greeted by Calum.
Yes.
And Calum was a right nasty bitch.
She's a scary lady.
Very scary.
We'll get to that in a minute. But first, we had to drag dead bodies.
Monster bodies.
Big dead monster bodies. To this giant crematorium, essentially, where just for informational purposes, you stuff the body in there and you hope it burns. However,
Yep.
one body did not burn, with which Nade and all of her trauma had to, didn't have to, but hacked his head right off, and we had a little puzzle box pop right out. So
And there
the
was
body
this
disappeared.
annoying little tiefling who wanted the puzzle box, and we said no.
Prolix got persuaded, shall we say.
Persuaded,
in the wings, though.
intimidated.
I rolled persuasion, okay?
I was ready in the wings for an intimidation check. Don't worry, guys. I'm 2 feet tall. I got you. So Prolix, very kindly let us keep the puzzle box, where we promptly returned to the inn to discuss problems. Did we sleep?
Yes.
We
Have we
did
slept yet?
eventually, but there were a couple things that happened first.
We did. We saw our rival team of adventurers, and they were looking a bit worse for wear, having witnessed several deaths. They weren't doing so hot. And we also met our lovely guest star.
Journey's all the way down there below me.
we-
Down there.
who at least Peter was slightly rude to, but at
They
first.
didn't start things too well either. I believe it was, "What are you staring at?" was the first thing I
Yeah, and
heard.
then Peter was like, "Your reputation precedes you," even though it was not much of a reputation. And we chit-chatted with them about stuff and things, and they are Aloysia was like, "Hey, if you guys like go to the can get me like into this special prayer room of this temple, like I'll pay you." And then somebody, I don't know who, said, "No, we don't need to get paid," which I would like to firmly say Peter did say, "Yes, we should still get paid."
Hi, what's up?
Don't stand in the way of us getting cash so we can upgrade our shit.
That's fair. That's fair.
Um,
in Nadee's defense, she was just sitting there like, "I abandoned my sister 20 years ago, and now she is Cruella DeVille. It's fine."
But yeah,
Taylor,
so we met Aloysia, made plans. We were gonna go visit Calum after that evening, and decided against it because monsters pour out a betrayer's rise at a little higher rate than they do during the daytime. So we took this opportunity, took a fat nap for 8 hours, unless you're in a day, then you transfer 4. And woke up the next morning, met up with Aloysia. We had some breakfast. It was a good time, and then set out to meet with everybody's favorite crazy ass sister, of whom we found in a temple or churchy thingy.
Yeah, Calum was in the
Religious
temple
location.
of Baphomet. Yeah.
And so we went in there and really just to kind of like talk to her and find out where Nadee's dad was, because there's some things that we found out about Nadee's dad that you should totally watch the last episode to find out. And boom, Nadee's dad is Nadee's sister's butler, basically, but in less nicer terms. I'm not saying no. Don't make that face at me, Magic. And we were gonna rescue the cute little old man. And
And
We little
we
goblin
Nadee
man,
and Caleb
yes.
we kind of did for a moment.
Yeah.
I tried so
Quickly.
hard. Nadee and Caleb got into it. There was a lot of Eldritch Blast back and forth. I turned into a horse. Peter's over there swinging his hammer. It's a whole time. We made it out of the Temple of Baphomet by the skin of our teeth.
And
And-
into
Into Betrayer's Rise
Using
because
Peter's
Peter.
pendant.
You guys are doing
a
great.
little amulet.
You're doing a great job, Magic, okay? Shut
And
up.
then we did a couple puzzles.
See the
And
ADHD kicking on. You're like, okay, we're gonna hyperfixate on the goblin for a second. Okay, oh yeah, we wanted to betray his rise. Yeah.
You have a bunch of neuro-divergent people at your table.
I love it.
Betrayer's Rise, Goblin Dad was like, "I gotta go take care of my little girl," and so went off to go do his thing.
And
Which is
then
the
we were inside the scary place.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
we're where we are now.
We did a couple of puzzles, and then we came to this body horror nightmare room. And there's a triangle on the floor, and there's this big creepy skeleton, like there's this big creepy dead giant dude who's got a door in his chest, and we have to get into the door, but we don't know how to get into the door. And Peter stepped into the triangle, and then he hit Aloysia because he failed his charisma saving throw because I only have a -1 to charisma.
It's not how you kiss
And
people,
we ended
Peter.
last episode.
I have
This
a
is how
very
you kiss people
important.
with your fist.
I have a very
That's
important
what type of
interjection.
kiss he prefers.
I missed puzzle time.
You did, unfortunately.
Yeah. So Marcella, Peter, go ahead and take inspiration. And yes,
you.
Thank
so
you.
prior to getting into the room, you were giving a choice between a wall that was asking you to sacrifice everything, a skeleton skull that was asking for something of worth, and clearing out some rubble to make it pass something. You guys ended up sacrificing monetary value, going down and descending into a large chamber with a stone man with chains tied behind his back, and very grotesque chains kind of pulling back skin on his eyes, his mouth. As he's kneeling on the ground, you see a iron door on his chest, and you see 3 arms and kind of outreaching above over top of this stone man, and on each of the hands you see these purple black pustules of something, to which Peter decides to step 1 foot in to see if he could do the hokey pokey with a curse.
Okay, let me explain what I was thinking in that moment. My thought was, I'll step in, and the most likely thing to happen would have been that I would have just taken damage. I didn't think it was gonna be a charisma saving throw that would make me hit my friend. I thought it was gonna trigger like some kind of like trap, because I would rather take damage than cause damage.
So Peter whips around, smacks Aloysia in the face.
Shoulder. I specifically said shoulder.
Pretty sure Magic then said, no, it's the face.
Because you
Yeah, I
didn't,
think
you
you
didn't
rolled poorly enough.
specify at first, and so I took it as getting punched in the face, and you were like,
No,
"No, let me change it."
Peter, you hear the wailing noise from the statue almost collapse inside of your brain, inside of your head, and you're just filled with this rage and anger to attack everything. And that's where we are right now. What are you guys doing?
I would like to fire 2 Eldritch Blasts, 1 at each of the purple, 2 of the 3 purple pustules.
Make me an attack roll.
Ooh, I just had a very similar
That
thought.
is a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
So that's going to be a total on the first pustule of 13 damage. That's max damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to roll my second attack on the second pustule. Actually, can I see before I roll my second attack? Can I see if it did anything to the first one?
You see as the bolt hits it, you see as kind of fluid just starts spraying everywhere, and it looks like it started to crack a little bit.
I'm actually going to fire my second beam at the same one.
Okay.
And I will say, to honor the roll that I made before I asked the question, it was a 4 on the dice, which makes it a 10. Does a 10 hit?
10 does not hit.
Okay, great. That is what I'm currently doing. And also, by the way, do we have music? Because I can't hear it.
I hear none.
It got
Damaros?
turned down earlier.
Should we be having anything on Foundry we're looking at
No.
at this moment? Okay.
I will let you know when to look there. I try to keep that just battles.
So I think when I fire the Eldritch Blast and I hit
It seemed like it was a battle-y thing. That's why I was checking.
Yeah, you're good.
I think
Yeah,
when
we left off. I'm so sorry. We left off last session for at a light initiative, right? We're not in proper initiative.
You're
right
not
now?
in initiative right now.
I think when I fire the Eldritch Blast and I see what's happening, I turn to the party and I go, hit them. Don't get close, but hit them.
Okay.
Peter.
Do I have to make another charisma saving throw?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Do Is Damaros standing close enough that I can get Damaros's aura?
I don't know. Are you?
I guess that's
I
up to
would-
Damaros.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know where Damaros is right now, but we're gonna say yes. He is absolutely within 10
Cool.
feet.
So that's an extra 4. So it's only I get a +3 because I still have that
You
-1.
can do it.
Oh, I definitely didn't. That's 12.
12. That does not hit. That does not
No,
do
I
it.
didn't think so.
I need you to hit another player.
Oh, can you choose for me, you daddy?
I'm probably still the closest.
Honestly,
Yeah,
honestly, punch the NPC
I mean-
in the face.
You can
I don't
try
want
and hit me.
probably. I don't want to
I
hit
didn't
anybody.
say I had moved away yet. So
Yeah, that's
You
true.
can try and hit me.
Honestly, I think my best bet probably would be probably the least amount of damage that I would do would be relatively speaking would probably be 2 leaf. However, Aloysia is the closest. Magic, does it say that it has to be the closest, or does it just
am
say
I
pick
threatening?
someone? I don't.
You just have to pick a creature.
I mean, Dad's also pretty close considering he gave
As
you
long
the.
as you can see it, you need to attack.
Okay. I'm so sorry, Aloysia. You are the closest, and I did
okay.
just do the one. Maybe I'll miss. Shout out to the 2 crew. That's only an 8. That I'm
An
assuming
8 does not
misses.
hit.
Thank
Awesome.
God.
So
Thank
Aloysia is gonna
goodness.
duck out of the way and go, I think we have a more pressing problem.
If we get rid of the pustules, maybe this effect will stop.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna do a thing. Where's? See, this is my concern. I'm gonna do a thing, and I forgot what I was gonna say. I had a whole thing.
What a mood.
We just used the word "thing" about 10 more times. Oh, right. I
10 out of
would
10.
like thing. I would like underneath the same hand. So just, for those of you following along at home, the pustules are on these big gross hands. It kind of looks like you've got carpal tunnel coming out of the ground. It does. It look like this.
It does.
And that's
Rheumatoid
and I work for an
arthritis.
orthopedic office. I work in an ortho office. I can't not relate anything to ortho problems. So the same arm that Nade hit, I would like on that ground. I would like to cast Earth Tremor at 2nd level.
Okay.
To see if I can't collapse the whole hand itself.
Okay.
Damn.
Roll to hit.
Disrupt the triangle.
Yeah, if we can make it shift
Yeah.
or
So
something.
let me.
I think in a day, I take a moment to look at you, Marcella, and in a moment, you see, if you're looking, you see a look go over my face of, right, Marcella's here, and sort of my entire body relaxes, and I remember my best friend of 5 years is in fact here.
Someone
And I'm
please-
gonna I'm making a face at you like work. When we get out of here, we gonna have chat. Okay, but
Someone
backtrack.
please- Someone please grapple
I'm gonna
Peter.
cast this at third. I'm gonna cast this at 3rd level instead.
Okay.
Since I've got the slots for it.
I am not the person to do a grapple. You're on your own.
So here's the weird part.
Actually,
It has to
I
make a
like that.
dexterity saving
Does
throw.
somebody need a grapple?
Sorry, what did you say, Laura?
It has to make a dex save.
Okay.
But I'm targeting a construct, not necessarily something that can move.
Okay.
So
They are going to fail automatically.
10-4. So it's 3d6. Yeah, and I mean, just for anybody, if you try to walk over it, it's going to become difficult terrain until you hand clear it out. So I mean, if you want to start digging at it, just as a heads up. So let's see here. That's 17 points of damage.
Okay. Where the fuck did that go? Okay.
So, Marcella and I have done a combined 30 points of damage to this thing.
Okay. You did 13 on your first one, right?
I did.
Good.
Yes.
And how many points of damage did you just do?
17.
Okay, they are going to take half of that because you are basically, as you kind of tremor the earth, you see as the hands are pretty firm but kind of start shifting, and you see all 3 of the pustules start moving and tearing as they kind of gelatinously move back and forth.
Focus on the pustules. Got it.
Noted.
So that was 17 damage. I need a calculator. Not game mathing right now.
I think I do look back at Damaros and Leaf and kind of gesture with my head to Peter.
Oh yeah, Damaros would absolutely reach out to grapple Peter after seeing this second hit.
Just like pin his arms to his sides and just like
Yeah, I
do
will
one.
try and,
That is absolutely what is happening.
like,
All right.
I'm giving you a giant.
It's a contested strength roll, isn't it?
Do I have to contest it because
Yes.
I'm under this charmed effect?
Your charm effect would you would attempt to? Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right. For strength, that is a 5.
Huh. One would think that wouldn't be too hard to beat. 'Cause I got an 11.
Yeah!
Hey.
See, here's the thing. I only have a +1, so I was just like, one would think that shouldn't be too hard to beat, but I also only have a +1.
Oh god.
I-
Well,
I'll have a +1.
the best 11 we could have hoped for.
Good. Peter's
Okay.
trained
Exactly.
for now.
Awesome.
Excellent.
It's very fun and sexy.
Do I get to reroll my saving throw?
Right now you're just grappled. What are the rest of you
Okay.
doing?
So I'm waiting till everyone, because I don't want to. I'll wait till everyone
Yeah.
does something before I do anything else.
Loisia is going to try to get as safely far away from Peter as possible at this point. Having been twice now. And
Okay.
not looking so hot. So I'm going to take my full movement away, assuming that there's nothing dangerous looking on the walls.
Roll me a perception check.
And okay. Right.
Never like hearing that.
No.
Love a mid-tense situation perception check.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
14.
With the 14, you notice that as you started to hit the pustules, a ring around the room started to glow as a fire started to appear from these iron grills along the outside of the room, and smoke
Are you
started
sure?
to crawl up the wall.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
not
sure it
focused on
wasn't a
that.
ring around Rosie
No!
with a pocket full of Rosie.
I wish.
Ashes, they all fall down.
Leaf, what are you doing?
We have a time limit. I have an action turn as
Sorry,
well.
Aloysia, go ahead.
Which is I would like to drink this last healing potion that I have. I'm quite hurt.
I think. Do
It's
I
a
notice
horrible
how
time.
hurt you are? Because I'm happy to give you an assist.
I'm pretty beat up.
Yeah, I could help you.
Okay, 5 helpful, better than nothing. All right.
Man,
We have a time limit, I think,
I
with
look,
all this smoke gathering.
I look at Leaf and I go, "What are you gonna do?"
Yeah. I'm gonna cure wounds her
they, him?
for if I get the right dice ready.
Hang on,
God,
what are,
it's
what
like
are
I've never
Alicia's
played this game
pronouns,
before.
Shoni?
She, they,
Okay, got
or
it.
they, she.
They should.
You told me they.
Yeah.
The heck.
Did I?
Yeah, that's what we have up.
It's androgynous, so
Yeah.
it all works.
All right.
Well, you get 10
No,
more hit
I don't
points.
care.
So happy Hanukkah.
I think I am going to fire another Eldritch Blast.
But yeah,
Sorry, Leaf. I didn't mean to cut you off accidentally.
no, you're fine. You're fine. I was done.
I think I see Leaf, and it's like kind of this lovely moment of like, oh, he healed instead of hit something. And
I'm going to, for this round, we're going to see in a day, and Marcella start attacking the 3 arms as Aloysia and Leaf kind of retreat in a healing, and Damaros just gives Peter a big old hug, wrapping their arms, kind of grappling like, stop it.
Solid dad vibes.
Nide, go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and do Eldritch Blast again. And just 2 beams. We'll see how it goes. First beam is a nat 20.
Okay,
Nice.
that hits.
So that is let's roll the damage twice, right? That's how that works.
Oh, if
Double the
this
damage
is-
dice.
If this is the beginning of the round, do I get to reroll my saving throw?
Yes, you're gonna make me a wisdom saving throw this time.
Oh. Oh,
still get plus
that's
4.
better. With the +4, that is a 21.
Peter, you hear the wailing subside in your head, and the anger calm just a little bit.
Okay.
That is 10 force damage,
Okay.
and that's the first beam.
Nide, you see as on the closest, smallest arm, the pustule burst, and the second it bursts, the flames go, and the entire chamber lights up, and it seems as if the chamber goes up for forever, and you see a small hole from the top shining a little bit of light down.
I'm gonna aim for another pustule.
Okay.
Second beam. Oh, that's a 13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
Yeah. All right. Well, can't win them all. And also, how are you looking, Aloysia?
Much better.
I'm still gonna, as an act of good faith, I look over to you and you smell that eucalyptus and spearmint as I give you some healing light. You regain 6 more hit points.
Thank you. I'm
Mhm.
looking real good.
Who's to go next?
Me. So we busted one open.
Yeah.
Okay. I would. So just because I've got a short circuit in my brain right now. So we busted one of these pockets open on the hand, and more fire came out.
The room seems to be becoming more alive.
But I do point at the hole and I go, "That's opening."
Okay, or that's awful. Well, so I'm gonna then. I would like to go ahead and target this another one, I guess. And
There are 2 left.
we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cast Thunderwave on that'll essentially encircle the palm.
Okay.
So, and this is a first level 2d8. It has to make a con save.
Okay. It will fail.
So maybe.
God, I hope we've got the right idea.
I know I'm either we're doing the right thing or we're doing the wrong thing, and I have a concern. That is an 8 plus. That's 14 points of damage.
Okay. You see as the
And then-
second hand, as it reaches above, and the fire kind of consumes it, it just, purple goo kind of just splits out the side.
Ew.
Gross.
Ew.
Ew. Ew.
With the second pustule broken, you do hear
Ew.
a hum throughout the hall.
Like a human hum, or like
You
you know what I like it sounds like it's coming from a living being as opposed to
No,
like
no,
the hum
it
of
sounds like an
engine.
artificial musical note.
Okay. Well, so what I would like to go ahead and do just
I don't like this.
just on pretense, in the 10 feet next to me, I'm gonna go ahead and set defile ground. Just as a pretense, I'm just gonna set defile ground so it's there.
Okay.
So I'm not putting it on anybody. I just
And there is I did not give you guys a proper enough. There is a hallway to the left, to the right, and behind you guys.
Okay.
As well as this like kind of like weird little shaft thing you guys came down to behind you.
And a door in the belly.
And a door in the belly.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, that'll be it.
Aloysia?
I had an idea suddenly. I'm going to get into my backpack and pull out a torch and light it over the ring of fire and hold it to the third pustule.
That would require you stepping up on the arm.
Oh.
Can I do it without getting into the triangle? It depends where it's placed in the triangle, I suppose.
I've just kind of arbitrarily assigned, because you guys haven't been specific. I've gone from smallest to tallest arms. This last arm is about 30 feet above, kind of directly above the man's head. You can crawl up to it or throw the torch at it if you'd like.
Well, in keeping with the idea, let's give it a toss and see if I can throw it up that direction.
Make me a strength or dexterity check. I'll allow either.
I'm gonna go for dexterity. Not great. 11.
So as you kind of throw it towards, you see it kind of graze the underbelly of the pustule, and you see it kind of gain that little carbon strip of black as it kind of goes through.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing more. And
Would
ends
I
up
have
falling and landing at the tip of one of the triangle.
Would I have my wits about me enough to? It wouldn't. No, it wouldn't do enough damage. I was gonna say I could throw a dart, but I don't think it would do enough damage.
You do have your wits back. You do not feel inclined to attack your friendly companions.
I think I look back at the group, at Damros and Peter, and I say, do you want to investigate the hallways? There are ways out of here if this goes wrong.
Yes, we should investigate the hallways. Aloysia, I'm very sorry. There was a screaming in my head, and it was very scary, and I didn't like it. And it's the triangle. Don't go in it.
Yes, I gathered that, but I'm
very
did feel
sorry.
that this is a very concerning room. You did not seem to be yourself.
Yes, we are now going to go investigate the other hallways. Thank you.
Okay, who's
Run away from my gift.
Peter. Oh my God! A ton of stuff just fell down. Oh my God!
No.
A bunch of stuff just fell down. That's fine.
Did Peter have any damage that they had taken? Because Dad would have done some lay on hands while they were holding them.
I could still use a lay on hands. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I'm not doing
who's
hot.
damaged at this point.
I lost 1 hit point. It's fine.
How bad are you damaged?
I am at about half my hit
Lucky.
points.
Okay.
Is there any kind? Sorry.
So take 20 hit points.
Excellent. I am practically full.
Marcella,
Thank you.
hand up first. Do you remember?
Well, no, they asked if anybody was damaged. I'm always damaged.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh my
So,
god.
yeah, no, I'm
Gotcha.
yeah.
God,
Mood.
dude.
I mean, I do remember, but
Peter, are you exploring alone? Or are you going with someone?
I assuming Damaros, you coming with me? We go Tiefling bros going together, exploring the
Absolutely.
hallways.
I do need to know if you're going east, south, or west.
Can I volunteer to go with the tieflings too?
Absolutely.
Fire resistance
Bros and Leaf.
squad. Should we go? Which way should we go? Do you guys think? We have 3 ways that we can go.
Left.
All right, we got 1 vote for left. We go to the left.
Sure.
As you guys start running to the left, to the west specifically, you guys
Look, we don't understand cardinal directions.
just
We
trying to
barely
get both.
understand lefts and rights.
Do this.
You're lucky I know left.
The door. There's no hallway. It goes straight into another room, and you see a staircase that leads up. You guys know that you have come down into this chamber, so it leads up somewhere. This set of staircase. And we'll start back at the top of the round.
Unsettling.
I'm gonna keep firing at these postules because I don't know what else to do. And I look at Marcella and I say, "Be prepared to run, both of you." And I look at Aloysia as well. First beam. I'm not rolling great. 14 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Second beam. Even worse.
Okay.
I miss on both Eldritch Blasts, and that is literally all I can do.
You fire your Eldritch Blast, and you start hitting some of the fingers, and you see some of the rocks crumble just a little bit as it kind of peel off.
Not what I meant, but I'll take it. A win is a win.
Anyone else in the room?
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can pull a little bit of the hem of my robes and tie it to one of my arrows and shoot it towards the upper pustules.
Okay.
Is that a regular short bow attack? Hopefully.
Yeah.
17 to hit.
17 just hits.
All right.
Did it explode?
8 damage.
Okay.
Hopefully
So
the
scary.
the cloth will remain lit so that some fire stays there.
Oh, okay. So you lit an arrow and shot it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yes. So as it kind of goes through the air and connects with the pustule, you see the flame kind of like diminishing as it's floating through the air, and then as it sticks into the pustule and kind of ooze starts to drip down, you see the flame go up the bow, or sorry, the arrow, and connect with the pustule as it goes whoosh, and incinerates the pustule. All 3 pustules are now gone. At this moment, you hear the chains snap as 2 of the chains next to its side break and fall to the ground, and the door in the chest of this iron statue, or this stone statue, creaks open, and you see a radiant light come out of it. Midday.
I would like to mage hand and grab whatever is in there.
Okay, you cast your mage hand, and it kind of goes in, and you lose sight of it. It seems like there's a lot in there.
Marcella, I think.
So I'm going to use the defile ground, and I'm going to call one of my shadow seeds.
Okay, what does that do?
So it summons a blighted construct, a blighted sapling in an unoccupied space within 5 feet of the creature, so the creature being me. So just kind of in front of it. So out of the ground, this little gross tree man. It's like a tree, literally. Just a little blighted sapling, it's about 4 feet high. Just with the damp. Can I help you? I'm so sorry. Somebody's in a mood today, and I've tried it.
Sorry.
Only cat.
Yes. Anyway, so this, with all the dank and the dark and wherever we are, it's just kind of like twists up into this gnarled, I don't know, if you picture a tree as a zombie.
Okay.
It's like a tree zombie.
Okay.
Anyway, and I'm gonna instruct it to go. So I would like I have it stat block and I can send it to you.
Okay.
I would like for to send it into the triangle, and then ma'am, you're making my job hard.
Can you make me a charisma saving throw with the creature?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, he's got a shitty charisma.
Oh no! Now it's gonna. Gross tree man is gonna attack us.
It's okay. It's okay. I know how to murder him or myrtle him.
Myrtle.
So, oh! That's a nat 20. -4 is a 16.
Okay. So as this creature runs through, You see them kind of like give a little shake, kind of shrugging off something as they climb inside of the stomach of this golem, and they start heading down. And do you receive any information from them?
He operates on my essentially on like my information, so I can't see what he sees, but I can understand him. So I mean, I'm gonna make him like I would instruct him to, if you see something, yell at me.
The construct kind of starts running on the inside, and you just hear, still going, still going, still going.
Holy shnikes. Okay.
And he eventually kind of turns around and goes, it's a long way.
I look at Marcel and I go, what is it saying?
There's nothing.
There's
literally nothing. There's nothing worth staying in. There's nothing worth staying in here for.
We gotta go find the boys.
Not to sacrifice my brain. So I'm gonna let him do him thing.
He's also gonna say shiny.
Shiny?
Yes.
Shiny. Was that because of the light?
Is it shiny because it's lighting?
He doesn't know the right words for it, but whatever's in there seems to really defy any type of like reality. And he was able to get to a point where there was a lot of shiny, but can't quite tell like what it is.
Your tree man's a loot goblin.
He's a loot goblin.
If you're relating all of this to us, Marcella, I look at Aloysia and I go, with all of your knowledge and everything that you know, do you think it is worthwhile pursuing this?
I think it's quite possible. Give me a moment. Let me collect my thoughts. And is there anything that I can discern about what I know of, I forget which depiction this is, of Tharzadan, or not Tharzadan? This isn't Tharzadan.
I'm gonna say, Aloysia, you know,
I forget who this was.
that this temple is important and that there is something special here.
Okay.
And the fact that this seems like a giant room inside of a golem, it's pretty interesting.
Okay. Is there a particular religious significance of the effigy that's on the ground, or the fact that there's the... Because I don't remember much about the depiction in this room. Offhand. And I don't have it in my notes from last week. Which of the betrayer gods was depicted for this room?
You know that the arms are called the arms of Torog. It's an evil god of torturers, slavers, and jailers. His worshippers are often those who take others' freedoms and creatures living in the darkness below.
I think at this point, I look at the other two and I say, I'm going to go in while the rest look. I think I can withstand whatever this circle is, and I can go look at what's inside.
I think we have to.
And I'm going to cut to...
I'll go with you.
Peter, Leaf, and Damaros, what are you doing at this time?
Okay, so there's a staircase that goes up here. I think it might be worth it for the three of us to split up and each of us go and like someone stay here and then someone go look in another one and someone go look in another one and then we reconvene and we're like, okay, which way should we go?
Damaros?
I'm actually gonna have Damaros and Libby up the staircase because I can see through my familiar's eyes without splitting the party.
Well,
Okay.
no, because then
Already
we can
split.
also go check the other two. It's not really, because we're not like going super far, so it's not like a proper splitting of the party. Like we'll still be able to like yell and hear each other. We're going to basically
Damaros is very
what I'm
against this at
suggesting.
all.
Well,
I agree with Damaros here.
what I am suggesting is we each stand at the doorway and we take a look and we can still see each other. We're not splitting the party.
Peter,
I
Peter,
just think
I
we
just
need-
had to rescue
we
you
just
from
need to
this
go
thing that was
upstairs.
making you punch people.
I go look at a different door. 'cause
We just need to go upstairs. Like
I don't.
I want to get out of
we-
here. Let's just
but
go. It's upstairs.
Leaf,
But we need
Leaf,
to know
please.
which door. There's 3 doors that we can take.
Emerald is going to ask Leaf to go with Peter because Peter is little boy.
Peter's a 26-year-old man.
All right.
Excuse me.
Peter Leaf, are you headed up?
North door.
We're heading up.
No, I'm not going up the stairs. I'm going to look in the north door.
All right.
Emerald is
we'll
going to
go
stay at this door and he's going to send Libby up the stairs to look around, but stay at this
All
door
right,
himself.
Peter.
Because
Well,
there's
let's
just a
go- let's
staircase
go
in
check
this
this out.
room. There's no north door in the other chamber. There's an east and south.
Okay, then I'll go look at the south door.
Okay. As Libby kind of runs up the stairs, they see
Fly. They're a raven.
a raven. When they fly
Called
up,
the
they
raven.
see 5-foot wide stairs of black stone ceiling. 5-foot wide stairs of black stone cling to the walls of a rectangular shaft, and they climb 100 feet up. And as they go up, the wailing gets quieter for them, and they turn around and they see a door, but nothing else.
Okay.
So there's the door.
And
that
Peter,
way upstairs.
as you start to head south, you enter a very long hallway. This hallway goes on for about 100, 200 yards. And there's a bend of the hallway. And as you take around that bend, you can kind of see on the inside, there's this other room that has a lot of ornate things along the walls. But you'd have to get closer if you wanted to take a look. But it's a whole other room.
I'll make a mental note of that other room, and then I'll run back and go look at the east entrance. Or east exit.
All right. As you start heading east, Nede and Aloysia, you two are starting to head in. Marcella, are you also heading in? You're muted.
Microphone's off. I was gonna try it before making. Can I cast Dispel Magic?
Absolutely.
I mean, I was gonna do Detect Magic too, but I think at this point I'm just gonna wing it. So, yeah, I guess whatever this shenaniganry that we have going on is what I would like to try and dispel. So, if it's a spell, I guess this will work. So the DC is equal to 10 plus whatever the level is. I need to make an ability check. Of course, none of my stuff is working. Why did I just forget how to roll an ability check? Can somebody remind me how to do the thing? Because my brain just shut off.
Are you on D&D Beyond? Is that where you're rolling?
No, I usually just look at it to reference my sheet. But
So what ability are you? What are you rolling?
my make an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Okay, so
Say
you're just
wisdom.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Roll a wisdom check with your spellcasting modifier. Spellcasting modifier will be in your spell section.
You guys are the best. Oh, well, that's 17.
Okay. Marcella dispelling the curse that's there as Nede and Aloysia enter the triangle, preparing to hear the wails in their head, feel the pressure of the voice dissipate, and there's a light yell in the room heard now, as if not that you've just disabled it, but that you've temporarily pushed it off for a little bit.
Thank you, Marcella. And I think I climb in.
And Peter, as you're running through to go to the east, you see them doing this.
And I'm following right behind Naday.
Yeah, I'll be going too now.
Be careful.
You three.
Says the boy who split the party.
I did not split the party.
We're okay.
Peter's just
Everything's
running back and
okay.
forth. Like, what's in here?
I was staying in the same room, splitting the party.
That is a fair point. Peter is not leaving the room.
The passage seems to defy reality, distorting any sense of direction as it twists and turns, making its way through the earth to another place deep inside Betrayer's Rise. The passage ends on the east side of a circular chamber. Its walls are covered with softly glowing amber-colored crystals that fill a crater at a room's center. At the bottom of the crater sits an altar made of the same crystal.
Shiny.
Does this look familiar to you, Aloysia? Swear I'll get your name someday.
I have certainly not seen its equal.
Can I make a perception check to see what I can glean from this?
Absolutely.
Okay. That's a 14, but I'm going to roll my inspiration, which is a d6. 17.
Sorry. Alyssa, go ahead.
I was going to ask, while the day was making that check, I had a check that I wanted to make as well. My first curiosity, if this is related to the Dawn Father and the Everlight, who defeated Tarok in the Calamity.
Make me a religion check.
Okay.
And I got a 17 perception.
Yes. You notice that the wailing that you've heard is completely gone, as if passing through this area, you get the sense of extreme calmness. You do think that you could probably get down to the altar that is down at the middle, but it would take a little bit of finesse to avoid some of the crystals.
I'm going to make a move towards it.
I'm gonna send my tree guy first.
Okay, I see the tree guy and just go, oh, pardon me, excuse me.
Marcella, stop putting yourself in harm's way.
I'm not putting myself in harm's way. I want to see what the thing is. What's the point if we don't see what the thing is?
He can talk. Send him down there first and make sure that he doesn't combust into tiny bits before I happen to put you in another dangerous situation.
Okay, thank you.
Finger wag.
Finger wag.
Payne's head. So we're sending down the servant.
Okay.
Yeah,
it
so my
needs
little
to
mud tree
make
man.
a athletics check.
Okay, hang on.
And that was a 13 religion check.
You don't get the sense of Torog. You get, with a 13, I'm going to say you get a very light, a strangely light feeling. Not of a betrayer god. It feels almost out of place.
That's good. That's a 9.
That's a 9. Okay.
Listen, he's not graceful.
He's going to take 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh!
Sorry, slashing damage as he tumbles down the sharp crystals.
Aw, man, he had a good armor class too. Well, he's gonna tumble down the sharp crystals and fall into a pile of mulch at the bottom of the ground because he only had 12 hit points.
I look at Marcella and I say, I'm sorry, and I start navigating down to the altar.
I'm gonna...
Okay. I will need a athletic check from you today.
Got a whopping +1 to this bad boy.
Is this going to be a strength sort of thing, or is it possible to navigate using acrobatics or dexterity?
If you describe to me how you acrobatically make your way down, I will allow it.
Wonderful.
Okay.
The way
Can I just fly down?
Marcella could fly. But you see that Nade, you know, they are this very slender, spry elf, and you see that she is springing from plane area to plane area, even like trying to twist and turn their body as they go down. Can I roll acrobatics?
You can.
Woohoo! +3 instead of +1. That is a 21.
Nice.
Nade, you managed to gracefully find your way down to the center of this crystal structure, which, by the way, on Foundry, I did pull up a map for this one specifically.
Ooh.
I created this today.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm so proud of you.
I know.
This is very nice.
Making money
Aw.
moves.
Proud of you, buddy.
And I will go ahead and share the, maybe, the image from the book. Nope, that's not it. That's just words.
Would I happen to be at all in this like weird dimension 120 feet away from my friends?
Make an attempt. I know what you're trying to do. Go ahead and attempt.
Well, I don't do anything. It literally will just be a message.
Yes.
So, am I allowed to do that?
You are allowed to try.
I point and I just try to think really hard to Peter climb into the creepy statue.
Peter, you hear this warbly sound, and you hear Nadee's voice, climb statue creepy.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to a spot where I can yell to both Damaros and Leaf, and I say, "I think they're in trouble. We got to get inside the creepy statue." And I run into the creepy statue.
All right, and I start running in.
I'm configuring all the things. Okay.
Point of technical order. How do I drag the map without like dragging?
Right click and hold.
boxes? Right click and hold. Thank you. Still getting used to Foundry.
No,
I think I'm gonna
can't
move
right-click.
to where I would be by the altar, unless you're moving me
I
already.
moved you
Thanks.
because you will be unable to do so because there are walls blocking you
Thanks,
from running
Magic Daddy.
down. So I put you next to the altar, but you're kind of running towards. So Peter, you grabbed everyone else.
I yelled to the other two and then ran inside.
Damaros, Leaf, are you following?
Yes.
I mean, I guess.
I imagine
Hey,
Damaros
going
in the
in
back.
there
like,
was
what
the
fuck?
real splitting the party.
So Damaros, Leaf, Peter,
We're
as
not splitting the party.
you experience
what I
the
was going
same
to say.
twisting and turns as this defies any type of reality that you understand. As you come down into the same chamber of these crystals with this crystal altar in the middle. What do you guys do?
I'm approaching the altar.
Okay. What about the rest of
I'm
you?
also going
Okay,
down towards the
same.
altar.
I'm just gonna fly down so I don't have to make any scary checks.
I will allow that, Marcella. Good use. Everyone who's
I
going,
You.
I can do an acrobatics description and roll acrobatics instead of athletic.
do it.
Just say yes. Do it.
Peter, so can I roll and see what I get, and then like
Yes,
describe
I'd
it
like that.
appropriately?
Same thing with Aloysia. I'm not sure what you're doing.
I will do the same, yeah.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Third nat 20.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
Nice.
I gotta put it in the chat.
It is a DC 13.
Oh, I
Um,
could have maybe.
I don't feel quite as proud of myself anymore.
So Peter, as he goes down through the crystals, my favorite way to describe a really good acrobatics roll through dangerous terrain is to say that the character just Catherine Zeta's it.
Yes.
But Peter is not Peter's not that cool. So it's really more of like it's much more like and swift anime moves as he like dodges, as he like darts in between the crystals and like.
Whereas in contrast, Aloysia wasn't too sure about this whole thing, having seen somebody slide down to begin with. Decided to go for the much safer choice of the balance beam heel to toe approach. However, watching Peter just like zip on past, got enough distracted to just slip entirely and fall into the crystals.
No.
You got extremely lucky with my rolls. You take 5 points of slashing damage.
5 damage. Thank you.
Oof.
Oh, I'm so
That's
sorry.
rough, buddy.
Aloysia is not doing so hot.
Peter just keeps causing you harm.
First you
Demaros
punch them.
and Leaf, what are you guys doing?
I'm not a particularly acrobatic boy, but like, can I try and follow Peter's lead?
Absolutely. Make me an athletics check, or if you want to describe your acrobatics, if you succeed or fail.
That's a 15.
15 passes.
Fantastic. Damaros tries to follow Peter lead and like he doesn't do great, but he does kind of follow along.
The awkward dad like bounce.
Yes. It's exactly what you're
Like
seeing.
an awkward little like shuffle between two crystals.
Alrighty. And
Midwestern.
Leaf,
Let me squeeze on by here.
are you hopping down or are you staying up there?
I'm hopping down.
All right. Make me an athletics or acrobatics check.
Athletics, natural 20.
All right. So I'll put you about there.
But yeah, like I just see everyone do all this cool stuff, and I'm like, and I just jump down there and don't do anything like extremely cool, but just make everything look extremely easy and be like,
Show off.
Being very full
guy.
of himself.
being very full of himself. Yes.
As you guys get down to this bottom of the crater and kind of stepping over the crystals, Midday, you are the first to get up to the altar, and you see this beautiful inlaid crystal all along the side, and you see a spot on the top of it, like a pedestal with nothing there, and you feel a strong magical force come from everywhere around you. Peter, now that you are down in the crater, the amulet that is pressed against your chest starts to heat up. And
Like, does it like burn?
no, it's a slight heat, and you feel it tug ever so slightly towards the middle.
I'm going to pull out the amulet and I'm going to look to Aloysia and say, I think the amulet wants to go on that. Do you think that is wants to go on that pedestal? Do you think that would be a good idea or a bad idea? It's still like around my neck, but I'm like doing the thing where I'm holding it again.
I think it's worth a try.
All right, I take the
Were we-
amulet.
Point of order, were we informed of what this altar would be? Was this what Aloysia, is this what, Aloysia? Actually, I'm just gonna RP it. Aloysia, is this what you were looking for?
I don't know. Magic.
Um,
This isn't my main destination, right?
I will message you.
I already hate it here.
I have notes in like 6 different places. So it's
How
just
So
like
What a mood.
maybe.
Um, so should I wait for this message, or should I put the amulet on the thing?
I would wait if your action is
Yeah.
hinging on Lucia's
Yeah.
response.
Yeah, because Aloysia seems to know the most about this particular, this particular.
Magic, can I
Stone.
tell who this altar is to?
Make me a religion check.
Could I
Alicia, go
also
ahead.
Could
possibly
I,
make
being
a
a
religion
paladin,
check?
give her advantage, the help action on that
Sure,
religion
go ahead.
check?
Thank you for that. The first roll was a 9.
Could I also make a religion check?
Yeah.
Second roll was a 14.
Religion is a 19.
So Peter's is way better. Mine was a 14.
Peter, the two of you can't tell a single thing about this place. Peter,
Sounds
you
about right.
also can't tell much about it, but what you do know is whatever is here is unlike any magic you've ever seen before.
Can I tell, like, if it's good or evil? Actually, a better question. Since Damaros is a paladin, would Damaros
Can I
be
detect
able
good and evil on it?
like with like divine? Don't you have like a thing like divine
I do
sense
have
where
divine
you can
sense,
like?
yes.
Yeah, Paladin.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I want to look up something. Locations.
Yeah, as soon as you said good or evil, I was like, hold on, I got something about this.
Yeah.
I got a Paladin's got a Paladin.
Yeah. I've been listening to a lot of a podcast where one of the main players is a paladin, and so I've got paladin stats on the brain.
You get the sense of I'll say combined with good and evil. You get a chaotic good, specifically, if we're going to be super specific, of good magic. And you're able to tell that this, whatever energy or whatever is here, you wouldn't say belongs in a betrayer god world. Like the fact that this feeling is inside of betrayer's rise, you know, like you would expect it to be a betrayer god, and it does not feel like it.
Is that what I get from my
Yes.
religion? Okay.
A little bit of combined there, yeah.
Yeah.
I look at Peter and I say, I don't know who this is. What are you planning to do?
Well, whatever's here, I think it is chaotic good. And I think it is chaotic and good. Not
Why is there
speak
something
magic.
good here?
That's a great question.
Don't think it
I would love
belongs
an
here.
answer.
I don't think it
Torog
will.
was defeated by 2 of the good aligned gods.
So
And if the pendant is leading you to put it onto the altar, then I think that is the right move. If
That's
you
what-
don't want to do it yourself, I will
No,
volunteer
I-
to take the fall for it. But
I think it. I agree. I think it is a good idea. And
I instinctively reach out for Marcella's hand while Peter is doing this.
and I place the pendant on the pedestal.
As the pendant
Altar.
touches the altar, the jewel, as you kept getting closer to the altar, you felt it tug closer and closer to the altar, becoming quite heavy. And a spectral figure blossoms forth from the amulet. The warrior who called himself Elixian in your previous vision looks up at you with a faint smile and says, "You came. You followed.
Of course I came.
You can find me."
I will.
The crystals all around you glow bright, brighter than they ever have, and your vision goes white, with the exception of Aloysia. Then you see a company of armored soldiers Elixian among them, marching into Betrayer's Rise. Their expressions grim. Though they do not speak, you can tell that none of them expects to come home. The vision shifts again, and everyone in the company of soldiers is dead except for Elixian, who continues to fight while surrounded by the corpses of mortals and demons. He is hurled across the battlefield by claws of a gorilla-like demon. The scene blurs, and he falls to his knees, pleading before a simple wooden altar that bears the holy symbol of Avandra. At the end of his prayer, he is lifted to his feet by a tall young woman with a light brown skin and flowing black hair. A foreboding voice cuts through the scene of divine intervention, and Elixian freezes. The Changebringer, an immortal, the voice intones. What brings you into my sacred devoured darkness? Even if you save him, Changebringer, he will suffer. He will die. He will be forgotten. All that he has worked to save will crumble and be devoured by worms. Why invite further suffering? Let go, give in. All is futile in the end. So why? As the voice trails off, Elixian turns to face you and falls to his knees in tears. The scenery shifts, and the Forsaken Warrior is now underwater amid the ruins of a sunken city. The crawling king spoke truth, he mutters. All was futile. All has been forgotten, and I am lost in darkness. Please, help me set it right. And for the first time of having all of these visions, it persists. And you find yourself in this watered cavern looking at Elixian.
All five of us?
All five. Aloysia's not there.
Elixian? Is it really you? Are you here? Are we here?
Here is anywhere, but it is me. My name, Elixian, born of Wildmount, under full Ruidus.
So what now? How can we help you?
Yes, how do we help you?
You see him look around. I am imprisoned here in this underwater place. And you notice as you look around, you see this glowing crimson glow from all of these crystals around. And for a moment, Elixian's expression grows angry. Mortals, they're harvesting the glow and leaving me in darkness.
The glow.
The red?
It hurts. Make it stop.
I will do what I can. I saw you in the clouds, walking. Now I see you here. I will do what I can to help you. I promise.
Elixian, you were born under full Ruidus. What do you mean that they're taking the light, the glow, the red?
I was born under Ruidus. It is true. I gave my life for everyone else, and I knew being born under Ruidus, I would have to endure the chaos, the ruin that would ensue my life. Those Ruidus born are cursed, and I vowed to shield others from pain, since I was already doomed to suffer. I fought in the calamity. I was called the Apotheon. I reached out to the gods 3 times, and 3 times I received power. Once, here, Betrayer's Rise. Once on the shores of Wildemount. And once at a temple of Carillion, the heart city, the arch heart in the city of elves and orcs and the jungles of Marquette. But That place is long gone. And in this moment, the lights shade crimson again. The image of Elixion burns in your face. And you guys wake up, passed out on the floor.
How do
Peter.
we wake up passed out?
Both sit up. And it's like, we need to find Elixion. I
Peter.
need to find Elixion. I need
Peter.
to help him.
I grab your shoulders and go, Peter.
We need to find him.
Yes, we all know. We all know what we saw. But panicking is not going to help us.
I'm not panicking. I am concerned. There's a difference.
I'm sorry. I look for Aloysia in this moment.
Aloysia has moved out of the pit and is up on the edge again.
I look at the group and I say, well, we know that he made contact with the god here. He made contact on the shores of Will the Mountain. He made contact with the god in Marquette. And perhaps those are the 3 places we need to go. But for now, have we found what we were coming after? Is this it?
What did you see?
I look at the group and message, and I look at Damrose and I message, and I go, Damrose, can you message Peter and Leaf that I'm not sure if we should tell her, and then I'm gonna message Marcella, okay?
I love that we discussed this earlier and it's already happening.
100%. The 2 message people just split the.
It's a phone tree.
So I
You made
message-
yourselves a phone tree.
We did. So I message Marcella and I say, I don't know if we should tell her.
And in a fit of utter annoyance, Marcella's gonna say, "Hell no! Do you see who's up there?" We turn around. So maybe everybody had best turn around and look at Aloysia right now.
You notice
Or
at this
do
point
not.
next to
Oh!
Aloysia, the rivals standing beside them.
I was zoomed in too far.
I happened to zoom out at the right moment, and I was like,
Oh, hello.
Magic, may I
there.
grab the amulet back off the table?
Yes, as you reach over to grab the amulet, you find a pile of 25 gold
Each.
each.
Is there no amulet?
"You!"
Is there no amulet?
Aloysia, what did you do?
Where's the amulet? And I
We
look at
need that. That was not part of the deal.
It was part of the deal.
I said we would discuss it.
I look at AO.
Stress
I
sides.
never said that I would just hand it over. I said we would discuss it when we found what we were looking for. There's been
Did
no
you?
discussion. I did. I literally was thinking about this
Oh,
earlier
I
today.
can
I very
confirm.
specifically
Peter
remember.
absolutely said that.
Yes, I said we would discuss it. There's been no
Did you
discussion.
find what you were looking for?
Only a part of it. We need the amulet to find the rest. You are.
Why?
It's none of your business if you're going to. I gesture at AO. What did she promise you? What did they ask you to do?
I will say you guys are able to move on the map if you like to. If you are moving at any point of this, moving closer or away.
I'm gonna step forward as I say this and say, why are you here and what did they promise you?
They promised us a way out, I guess.
What do you mean a way out?
Way out of what?
I mean,
What?
you see, Maggie kind of put their shoulder on AO, and they're definitely struggling as they kind of listen. I don't want to hurt you. I just we you didn't want us following you anymore, and we wanted to find some adventure, and so
So you screwed us.
we
Is that
didn't
your
do
plan?
anything. We were just told to follow. We don't.
You
We
were
say
told to
don't
follow, and let
follow-
me guess,
we
you're
s-
gonna get that now, aren't you?
We say don't follow us because it's dangerous.
No,
And yet,
we are not
yet-
getting. And just look over at Lucia. We're not getting that was not part of the arrangement.
What was the arrangement, Ao?
To get them out.
Explain it to me. Act like I'm
to get
dumb.
what out?
Well, Aloysia came up and asked if we would follow in, and asked if once you guys made it through to extract them out of Betrayer's Rise. But I didn't know about any of this. I didn't even know they were involved with this amulet.
And why would you need help
I
getting out
don't
of
think we
Betrayer's
can-
Rise? You walked right in here with us.
We can't get out without the amulet. The amulet opens the gate at the front. If Aloysia leaves with the amulet, we don't have a way out.
Aloysia, you would have us die for no reason?
Oh, I might have.
I think you are plenty skilled to get yourselves out as much as you got in.
Oh,
I didn't
really?
think that you would want me to go with you.
Interesting. And you see, as I hold out my hand, I cast Mage Hand to go grab the amulet from you.
At the same time, I grab 25 of the gold off of it. I march up to Aloysia. I take one of your hands. I
Misty
put the
step.
25 gold.
Ooh! My Mage
I
Hand
want-
has 30 feet. I am moving forward and moving my Mage
We-
Hand as
we
fast as
may-
I can.
We may need stuff for this because I have.
Yeah, we're gonna need.
Yeah,
a grid.
we need to do something because, like, if we can roll initiative or something, because I'm
Yeah.
grabbing that amulet.
Because I
She
also
doesn't-
just burned 3 sorcerer points.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain it like this. So in this moment in the day, as you start running forward, you are actively. We'll go light initiative for now because no one has thrown any spells. You are 65 feet.
I did.
You mage
I
hand.
specifically cast Mage Hand.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you are still 65 feet away, so you could start moving towards and
Oh, we're following.
casting Mage Hand. Peter, you as well can start running towards. I will go ahead and move you closer. I'll move you both right here and here.
And I also start running and making a mage hand attempt as well.
Okay.
2 mage hands.
Mage Hand high five.
And before we roll for initiative, Aloysia, do you want to use Misty Step before we go into that?
Yes.
So as you
I'm
see
going to
the
Misty
mage
Step
hand,
as close as I can towards the hallway.
okay. How far does that work?
30 feet.
Okay. That puts you about right here.
Awesome.
Ao is going to look at you for a command.
Block their way.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you possibly want with this? That you
What
would
do
be
you
willing to
gain?
do this to us?
My
You-
life.
And they are down. Aloysia, go ahead and make that roll.
If you want.
I have. Sorry, let me grab my features here real quick.
And I'm getting everyone into.
For the record, I wanted to be very clear. I am not going to attack you.
Oh, I have no plans on attacking you either. I'm grabbing the amulet.
Yeah, about that. Leaf has a different. has a different
can't
Yeah, I
idea.
was
see
gonna
the
say.
amulet. By the way,
Ao.
Sorry, what?
See the amulet?
you cannot see the amulet.
Okay, then I'd have
It has
to
been hidden away.
Well, I'm gonna have to make some interesting. Okay, I will. I have to make.
Yeah, I would say that
I sent you a DM.
Marcel is like right with Nade too.
not get?
All right. So at this point, we are going to go to initiative. Ao is going to look over to Aloysia and say, "Where do I meet you after?"
If you'll allow it, magic, I will have provided them with means.
Okay.
Damn, I had a really good response.
At this
And
point,
I will respond. Use what I gave you. You'll find me there.
In the fucking dirt when I'm done with you.
Right.
So's pissed on Nadee's behalf because Nadee never gets mad.
I need to look up a specific
Well,
name.
All the emotions, none of the emotions. We meet in the middle sometimes.
Leaf is just enraged, like silently enraged right now. He
I think
is
it's-
ready to rip somebody in half.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where we made it very clear we were willing to work with her, and they would
Yeah.
rather screw us than take
Aloysia is
out.
going to look over and go, right, first eclipse, got it. And
Oh, Ao, got it.
Or Ao.
Ao, sorry. Ao's going to say, first eclipse, yes, yeah, got it. And is going to go to initiative. If everyone can do that for me.
Did I roll initiative already?
My armor class is lower because I don't have the amulet. I don't have the charges, and I don't have.
Is there a way I can zoom into this map without it being in like the top left corner?
Right click and drag.
You see, there's a problem. There's an amazing thing called a Macintosh that I have right now.
Cannot help you.
Right.
So,
I am actually having an issue where the map frequently disappears.
Okay.
I
I
don't know if that's like a connection thing on my end. I'll make it. I'll make it work. It'll be fine.
When you're ready for initiative magic, let us know.
Nadee.
14.
Aloysia.
21.
God damn it.
What is your dex?
16.
Peter.
13.
Damaros.
Natty 20 for a 21.
What's your dex?
13.
Marcella.
Nat 20 for a 21 too.
What's your dex?
2 crits on initiative.
13.
Damaros and Marcella, who's going to go first?
I will say Damrose plans to use command to halt Aloysia, so
It might benefit us if you go second then, because I'm gonna wild shape.
Okay, I will put
Because
you first.
I need to. I'm essentially gonna have to gain ground.
Leaf.
So
I rolled a 21 as well.
Oh my god!
What's your dex?
12.
Meanwhile, freaking Peter and I with our 14 and 13. What the hell, man?
Jesus.
Alrighty.
I'm
with
like, I rolled a 19. I'm gonna be.
I'm like,
great."
Peter's
He's like,
pissed. He wants.
Oh,
he
the
wants.
day is actively the rage, like, because of how horrible my days have been. I have tears streaming down my face as I look directly at Aloysia.
Peter's just mad that you took the pretty stone that shows
You're
him the
staring
handsome
at their
man.
back.
I don't care.
Alicia isn't even looking back.
If my eyes could shoot lasers or eldritch blasts, you'd be dead.
Yeah.
So-
Peter knew any magic at all.
Getting out of the crater is going to take an action because
Who's this? Sorry.
in general, I'm just saying getting out of
Okay,
the crater
I
is
see.
going to take an action to get up.
Ugh.
Because it is crystals. Or you could make an athletics check as a bonus action, but if you fail, you will slide back down and take damage. But before we get into this combat, which is so exciting, I've been waiting for this for so long, we're going to go ahead and go to break.
All right, thank you, break.
You disgust me.
I'm so incredibly angry.
The suspense.
I do have a question when we hit break.
Okay.
So.
And so we will be back at 8:40 or 40 after the hour, wherever you are in the time zone. See you soon.
8:40, it's 8:39.
It's 8:40 right now.
I just saw 3 and I went 30.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome
We didn't even leave.
We'll do 50 after the hour then.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Magic Daddy.
Absolutely.
I'm mad at you, Magic Daddy.
Which
I'm angry.
Hello and welcome back. This is Magic Academy. Woo! I need to find something to come back to. But anyway, where we left off, our friends have been betrayed and betrayers arise.
I'm shocked by this.
So surprised.
Baffled.
Behind the scenes, a lot of these people had their suspicions, and they were all right.
We tried not to metagame. We did our best for you.
Listen,
But
I
we
made a
knew
plot
something
twist.
was up.
Hey, we're allowed to discuss in the back channels.
Yeah, we
Listen,
are.
I made a plot twist. That's all I heard.
I will try to
Literally
make sure
at-
to keep everyone on screen for those at home, so you can see the battle.
And bonus points to Evelyn for 100% calling what the betrayal was going to be in a back chat on the day of the private chat.
Yeah, Evelyn, 110%.
So,
Called it.
with that, we're going to start off with Maggie Keeneyes, who is going to look conflicted and go, okay. You sure about this, AO? AO's kind of going to look down and go, that's what we got paid to do.
I look up at AO and just lock eyes with her.
Should pull up their character sheets or something like that. I don't know.
Maybe.
What does this do? All right. Maggie isn't going to do anything except for move across to here and just try to block. They're going to charge across, and the mage hands that are coming across, they're going to start batting them out of the sky. And that's going to go to Aloysia.
All right. We'll start with my action, which is to cast haste on myself.
Oh my god. Oh no.
I will use my full movement of 60 feet to go up the hall.
It might take me a couple rounds, but I can catch up even with haste.
And then I
So,
will use my bonus action cast
I probably shouldn't have said that
from a
out loud.
scroll. Having burnt a sorcery point to use Quicken Spell.
Explain to us what happens.
Feeling the ire of the group hot on my heels, Aloysia very quickly accelerates their own being and takes off, pulling something out of their bag without much regard, and pulls a scroll out in front of them, very quickly chanting under their breath. Or actually, no, I'll go ahead and burn those other two. We'll do subtle spell as well. And so it's just a very quick cast over the the scroll.
Okay. So then your turn.
That's the end of my turn.
Oh,
Marcella.
Okay, so just for sake, Marcella would have been keeping up with the day, in a tiny fit of rage, just because since I can't move my little token.
Can you not move your character?
The attempted token movement collides with at least one wall.
Where are you moving
Which-
to?
I would where that little L shape is on the red crystal Nadee's on top of.
Gotcha.
Shout out to field biology for how I can. Yes!
Yeah.
Thank you, field bio, for coming in handy. So now that we got that, so I'm gonna do my 30 feet and plant my happy booty right there between Irvin and Ao. In the middle. It's like 25 feet, but doesn't really matter. Plant
I
myself.
feel like our
and-
booties are not happy.
No,
No,
my booty
really
is
not.
exceptionally angry.
Very
And gonna sort my second wild shape back into the warhorse.
oh yeah.
So level 6 warhorse. Still missing that face. from like horse ankle down to horse hoof is that bone. It's gnarled. We've got these massive spines that have cropped out of the back. There's no more mane. It's just horse spines. And because I can't bum rush anybody right now. I'm gonna flex on Ao and Irvin and do a little heck and intimidate to get them, ideally to try and just kind of get them to back down.
Okay. Walk me through the intimidate.
So I'm gonna like zoomies, like like I got the cat zoomies middle of the night up onto this ledge, and as she comes up, she's gonna kind of like leap down with her hands like she's getting ready to plant her hooves, and her whole body is just gonna crack and break from fingertips all the way down to her toes. Crack, break, and hands mesh into these bony little hooves, and she's gonna slam down with the full weight of this warhorse between them. And I mean, it's hard, but when horses, like that face horses make when they're angry with you, where it's just a hard stare.
Make me intimidation
and she's
check
gonna
as well.
breathe it. Okay. And I get let me see here. Also, by the way, I do get a +2 now that I have my blighted shape, so I get a +2 to my AC. Be a proficiency in your intimidation, right? So it's a +5. So she's gonna stomp down and just with this big inhale and an exhale and just blow hot steam for a natural 20.
Yes! Yes! Eat it! You see, Morcella, if you could feel the glow of the happiest Nade has been all day during this wretched, horrible day, just looking up at you with so much pride.
Oh my god, it was like nat 20 or bust in my head.
100%.
You as you stomp down, Ao uses a reaction to commander team. Back up. And Irvin, Dermont, and Glossaria take a few steps back, as Maggie and Ao take a few steps back this way.
That's a good fucking idea.
That's my girl.
Yeah, so she just like flat slams. Steam pours out of her nose in the angriest one tail whip. Head whips at Ao. And that's the end of my turn.
Damaros, you're up with a leaf on deck.
So I will. First off, where the hell did Aloysia go? Because they were on the map and now they're not.
Can't tell
They
from
moved
here.
60 feet in one
Far
turn.
enough. Yeah.
Okay, so you said that we could do a bonus action athletics check to get out of there, or acrobatics check?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that to get out of there and take my full movement.
DC 13.
Cool.
Oh, we can do
You can do acrobatics?
acrobatics if we do it as.
I'll allow it.
Yay!
Yes. Okay. All right. That changes my plan for what I'm gonna
Mine
do.
too. Mine too.
So that
Doesn't
was-
change mine.
Even though you're not doing cartwheels up it, but I'll allow it.
Nade does a full panther crouch. God damn it.
Okay.
I got a 14.
So-
Okay.
Yes!
I will take my
Oh, no, it's
full
gonna change
movement,
this
which
thing.
is 30 feet, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, 30 feet.
Are you moving past Maggie and Ao?
I mean, will they get attacks of opportunity if I move past them?
You will have to move next to one of them, and they absolutely will.
Even with the back up and stand down intimidation check?
Yes, they will. They will.
Damn it.
They are commanded to
Look.
stop you.
Look, I'm just saying they're 15 feet apart. There is 5 space that I could go right in the middle of them.
I know. I'm
Unless they have a 10-foot reach.
That's true.
Mhm.
Unfortunately.
But I thought an attack of opportunity had to be in 5 feet. Anyways.
It has to be in melee range.
Ah.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Yeah, I'll take the opportunity attack. Probably. From AO.
From AO.
And keep
Okay.
moving up.
AO is going to take out their harpoon, and as you run past, does a 9 hit?
Absolutely not.
You see them almost half-heartedly make a jab towards you as you run forward. How far are you running?
The entirety of my movement, yeah.
30 feet?
Yeah.
Puts you about here. At which you can tell that Aloysia is no longer there. What remains is a swirling portal.
Cool. We're
Fantastic.
Definitely going in there.
Oh yeah, Peter's going in there as soon as
So-
it's this turn.
God. So, quick message back, probably to Naday,
Mhm.
because Naday. Aloysia's gone, but there is a portal left behind. Do I go through it?
And message back. I don't see any other choice to get out of here.
Alright. They can't reach
Just-
the portal yet, obviously, but on their next turn, they would make an attempt to go through the portal.
Alrighty. So then your turn?
That is the end of my turn, yes.
Leaf, you're up.
Well, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm very pissed off, so I'm gonna rage. And let's see. Before I climb up, I want to see how far.
And the player's
how far
gonna
my
rage,
GE
rage,
gets
rage,
me.
rage, rage.
Oh, I hate that song for other reasons, but but I will attempt to climb out of
Okay.
here.
Is that an action or a bonus action check?
With- bonus action check.
Not to be that
Of?
person, but isn't raging a bonus action?
No, you're right.
It is.
Yeah, that. All right. Yeah, that's my
Thank you.
action.
As an action, you can get out.
Love you, Leaf. I'm so sorry.
You have about 10 more of your. You're right here. You have about another 10. I would say 15 feet of movement. If you choose to move past Maggie or AO, you will take opportunity from one of them.
I am going to go up to Maggie and just grapple him down.
Okay. Make me a shit. I googled this.
Not to be that person, but he did do an action and a bonus
Oh,
action.
you just have movement.
I'm sorry, buddy.
We love you, Leaf.
We do this because we love you. Oh, he turned.
That's the end of my turn, okay?
I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. I think we always call it at my table. I hate to be the one who says, "Teacher, we have homework," but
Yes.
we love you, Dom.
But I get a second attack.
But you don't get a second action,
The
unfortunately.
So-
way you
Oh,
yeah,
said
that's
that,
my turn.
Evelyn was
That's
like,
my turn.
All right, are you gonna move up next to one of them, or are you just gonna stay back for now?
Yeah, I'm moving. I'm moving up to Maggie.
Okay.
That's
Moving up to
like
to
that's all of my movement, and that is my turn.
start combat. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Irvin. is going to okay. Irvin.
I hate being a warlock and having no spell slots.
But I mean, you have
Um,
Eldritch Blast, so like,
I do have Eldritch
So
Blast,
if I
which
can
I
get-
either roll a nat 20 or nothing.
Irvin is going to take out daggers from behind his back and just throw both of them towards Morcella.
Rage.
The first one's
Okay.
going to hit for 23, and the second one's going to hit for an 18. Assuming those both
Yes.
hit.
Yeah, and I did drop you my information in the in our thing, so you have access to what the warhorse is because it's a fairly common.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a fairly common.
So the first dagger does 14 points of damage.
Holy crap.
Okay.
That is
ouch.
doesn't break this out. It is 1 damage. Excuse me. 4 damage from piercing, and then the other 10 damage from poison. The second dagger is going to do 3 damage of 6 damage of piercing and 13 damage of poison for a total of 19.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Hang on. Come here.
I love how Laura's just like, okay, and then Tipsy's, holy shit!
I'm sitting here freaking the fuck out at
Oh, this is so
33
much.
points of damage.
Well, I mean, 33 points of damage will revert me out of the warhorse form.
Okay.
But it did what it needed to do, and I only lost 3 points of damage total.
Okay. Ao is next in the day on deck. Ao is going to run towards Damaros and take out their harpoon and go for a jab. And as they do, they're gonna look at you and say, "Yeah, just don't follow them." 18 to hit
Yes, that hits.
for 16 damage.
Good gravy.
Gross. Let's see, do I want to reaction that?
Ooh, that's right.
Do it. Do it.
How many points was it, Magic?
16.
I'll take the 16 for now. It's fine.
Okay. Today you're up with Peter on deck.
I am going to move.
Wait, can I?
Uh-huh.
I was gonna ask if I could take a free action to ask why.
Why what?
Because
Why stand down? Because I don't want to hurt you. This doesn't give me pleasure. The day.
you say that after you stab me.
I'm gonna move my about 15 feet. I keep trying to grab my character and having a hell of a time with it. I'm gonna do a bonus action acrobatics check to get up, and that is a 15.
Okay. That
So
works.
I get up. Hang on, I can do it. And I think I'm
Believe
gonna.
in you.
I have 15 more feet of movement.
Correct.
But before I do anything, I'm gonna go. Ayo!
Yes.
Is this the legacy that we talked about? This is what you want to leave behind? This is what you consider adventure? Something greater?
Ao whips their head around. Don't talk on things you don't know about.
Then enlighten me.
Just don't follow them. It's we got paid for a job.
I can't accept that, not after everything you said to me. The
And-
AO that I met and talked to would not do this for a paltry sum.
Make me a perception check.
Perception?
Interesting.
That's an 8.
You notice that their eyes are shifting.
What are you looking at?
It's nothing.
What are you?
We have this, guys. Let's stick to the plan.
I'm sorry, Ao. And I cast 2 Eldritch Blasts at her.
Okay, roll to hit.
And that went out of the tray. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
10 force damage.
Okay.
Second beam is going to go at Irvin. I look at Irvin and I say, don't you dare touch my friend. For another dirty 20.
Wow, math. Holy fuck.
11 damage to hit. And I whip back around to Ao and I say, I have greater things to worry about. And if you believe in the pursuit of adventure, you'd understand that. But if you would rather accept money for what you're doing, then a fight it is. That's the end of my turn.
Peter, you're next.
Okay, first things first. So, here's my plan for this. I am going to try to bonus action, get over the wall. That's a 17 plus 6. I assume that does it. Movement, 45 feet, action, dash, another 45 feet for a total of 90. I get into the portal. I'll take the opportunity attacks.
I wave at Peter.
Actually, I think they're both engaged, so I don't even know if I would technically take opportunity attacks because
they are both engaged, and you could probably, with that much movement, you could probably weave through a little bit.
Aw, they're engaged.
Aw, cute.
Aw.
I'd rather not be engaged to
my
AO. Thank you
God.
very
We are
much.
shipping generous in AO.
You don't like the water, Genasi?
Yeah, I get into
I
the
did
portal
until they stabbed me.
immediately.
That's fair.
Okay. You see as Peter runs through the portal,
Going after this.
and I'm gonna give Aloysia the floor for a second.
So, Peter, you step through the portal, and instead of being in anything resembling where you were, the sun now beats down on your shoulders, and dry, hot air whips your cheeks as you see a foreign cityscape ahead of you.
Do I see
Tile
it?
roofs and completely different architecture, unfamiliar to you, surrounds you. Beautiful buildings in the short moment that you have to look around to try to see what is ahead of you. It's quite likely that you have no idea where you are in this moment.
And Peter, for your
Do I-
knowledge, have you traveled a lot? Because we've talked about that.
So, Peter, I actually have thought about this. I think the timeline kind of is Peter meets his mom for the first time when he's 16, and at that point, he's still kind of staying at home. He meets his mom for the second time at 20, and that is right before the 2 missing years. And then after that is probably when he left. He probably then stayed at home for a year, and then so for probably the past 3 years, he's kind of been traveling around a bit because he wanted to get out of the elven city that hated him.
And I'm gonna ask this question. It's a little revealing, but have you ever traveled outside of Wildemount?
Probably not.
Okay, so you don't know where you are.
Yeah, I figure. I mean, do you, yeah, no, I haven't. Yeah, I have no idea where I am. Do I see Aloysia?
You see Aloysia in front of you, jumping elegantly over the top of the rooftops, as their foot hits into little crevices on each of the tiles, almost like they definitely know where they're going.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Well, that was okay. I'm gonna follow them.
Okay.
That was my. Am I still in initiative, or are we doing like a little separate?
I
pull away
needed.
for a
I just
second?
needed to know if you were gonna turn back around, if you were gonna chase after them. That's all I needed to know. Okay.
I'm concerned.
Sturmot's top. Sturmot's.
Am I gonna have to call mom to come pick me up?
Mom! Mom!
Dad, as you ran through, Dad definitely yelled, "Be careful!"
I don't know where I am.
Yeah, pretty much.
Um.
I'm gonna have to
'Kay,
give all Rins
so,
a call and see if she can give me a
Dermot
ride.
is gonna lean forward and go. Run forward for all that is Luxon. Stop this. And.
Oh, I whip
is-
around to look at him.
He is going to address Ayo and say, Ayo, stop this right now. And that's all he's going to do at his turn.
That's my boy!
Glossarion is going to... They have many spells.
There's so many spells.
That's a mood.
That's my new character voice. This is what they sound like now.
They're going to walk up
Give everyone the
kind of
silly
coyly
accents.
to Marcella. And does a 13 hit?
No.
You see them go out to touch you, and you recognize this necrotic energy flow from you to them as they try to drain some of your life essence, and you pull it back to you. Familiar with this necrotic stuff.
Sorry, did you need something?
Perhaps you're more have more fortitude than I realized.
Yeah, why don't you back that up that way?
We're at the top of round 2. Damaros, you hear, and Peter and Damaros, you both look behind you as you see the portal vanish into a thin line.
Before Damaros actually walked through, could they have sent message to Nade and say that they and Peter had gone through?
You have not made it through yet. You're just the closest one to the portal, so you are the one that notices that it disappears.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yes, everyone is too far away still. Peter is the only one with an
Okay,
instant.
then their message will instead say, Peter has gone through the portal, but the portal is now gone.
You just hear back in Elvish what can only be described as several incredibly upset curse words.
String of
Elven curse
You
words.
guys
expletives.
need to
Oh.
die.
It is literally just like the equivalent of when I find that piece of shit.
Fantastic, I
I'm going
know
to-
Elvish.
Oh,
Same.
it is the equivalent of when I find that betraying piece of shit, I'm going to make Peter's punches feel like a light tap.
These people are
Maggie,
gonna die.
Rip.
is kind of take a back book and go, heh, tiny thing, hit, and gonna go for a hit on Leaf
Maggie!
Oh, I'm so scared.
You
I'm so
sassafras!
scared.
for 19 to hit,
Such sad.
I'm so scared. 19 to
12
hit.
bludgeoning damage. Yes, and the portal is closed.
You just trapped our monk.
So we are going to skip Aloysia. What is happening on the other side of the portal, we will get to, but we're going to focus on this room right now.
Oh boy.
Morcella,
Jesus
What have I done?
remember when you're like, I'm not splitting the
Okay.
party? Then runs through a portal and splits the party.
I didn't think the portal was gonna close. I
Can we
thought
talk
that
about
was
Magic's head not for
forever.
him?
If this does not become a clip on TikTok, I'm quitting the
This
show.
110% is a portal that was gonna close no matter who walked in there first.
Well, if anybody walked in there, though, I'm glad that it was you. You're the fastest one.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I'm out of wild shapes, so I
And I can always-
Kinda
Kinda can't fly.
Eldritch
And-
Blast.
And you know, if I
Marcella.
roll real good on like religion or something, I might get all rooms might
you
be
say
able to give
12
me a ride
magic?
home.
12 damage, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Marcella,
Just need
your
to
turn.
make sure.
Okay. Well,
Damaros on
Oh,
deck.
where am I at?
I
God, I love
forgot.
being able to fly.
I'm in rage.
I would like to move 30 feet. Is there? Can I ping this? Can I like move here?
Back down?
Can you see
Sure.
me ping
Yeah.
that? Yeah, I'm like so. I mean, I'm in the air.
Yes.
Just out of range of rude ass.
Who
So
dat?
mad right now.
Rude.
Oh, you have more
ass.
fortitude than I thought.
Love it.
Did Marcella fucking stutter?
More fortitude than I thought. I'm so mad right now.
So mad.
And we're God, see, no matter what I do, I'm gonna hit Dermot, and I don't want to. Dermot's fighting on our side, sort of. Oh, son of a biscuit. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead. I will cast Entangle. That's a so it's 20 square feet. How much distance is between Ao and Maggie? I would like to try and encompass the two of them.
They are about 15 feet apart.
So can I position it so I get both of them?
Is it a square? Is it a radius?
It is
Cone.
20-foot square.
20-foot square. Wow, that's huge. Okay. You will have to choose either Leaf or Damaros. There's not a real Yeah, it's looking like Leaf or Damaros to be able to do that.
Leaf. No offense to Damaros, but it's a strength save.
Okay. So
Oh.
you cast it right on top of Maggie.
Okay.
Okay. What do they need to roll?
Yeah. They need to succeed on a strength save of a 14, which Maggie might succeed, but right now I'm really pissed off at Ao. So if Ao fails,
Oh my.
Maggie
did you just get
succeeded.
restrained?
I am so glad I am in rage because that helped me pass.
They both succeed.
Sons of bitches. Okay. Yeah. Okay, but so it's difficult terrain for creatures that are against me. So Leaf can still motor around, but it's difficult terrain. So they're actually no, it's not. No, not this one. So you're also a difficult terrain, my friend. Unfortunately, Damaros, you are not. But so they get all that fun stuff. So I have essentially just made a really angry plant.
All right.
That did nothing. But with my bonus action, we're gonna go ahead and also settle defile ground under Maggie, which is a 10-foot square with 10-foot radius. Which does not affect Leaf.
Okay.
And we will go ahead and leave it there.
Damaros. Or sorry, yes, Damaros.
Damaros will cast thaumaturgy, so their voice booms so that everyone can hear. We need to stop this fight. Peter and Aloysia have gone through the portal, and the portal has closed. There's nothing we can do right now if we continue to fight Ao and Maggie and the others.
Ao looks at you and looks back at Dermot, and you see Marcella and Naday Leaf, because you're kind of down in that direction. We'll see Ao's face struggle at one of their own, giving orders against them. And we'll say, stand down. Okay. We're
That
gonna
is the
go.
entirety of their action, and hopefully people will join together at that point.
Is anyone else going to make an attack before we go into light initiative?
I put my hands down. And I actually look at Dermot and just message him, thank you.
You see him almost rudely just nod his head. Just very complex emotion of what he's going through right now. It's not meant towards you rudely, but you could tell he has a lot of emotions.
I look at Ao and I say, how much did it take? What was your price?
Well, not really about the money.
Bullshit, you said you were paid to do a job. So how much did you get paid?
We got paid a way out of here. You didn't want us following you anymore. We found a way to go find some adventures, and I took it.
So what's your way out then?
I didn't really get this far.
Oh, so you were being paid in a way out, but you didn't get a way out.
I know where to head to, so that's a start. But I listen. I'm sorry. I didn't mean. We have this awkward friendship, and
you have no idea what we went through today. You have no idea what I went through today. So I'm gonna just say this plainly, and I look at my group to kind of get like a nod of like understanding where I'm going with this. We never said we couldn't follow you. Our friend is gone. I have no idea where he is.
to be fair, when we did find you at the Emerald Caravan, you did say you were very upset with us following you.
And then I came up to you later and spoke to you. Are we just willfully forgetting that part?
I don't know where to go.
You make your own path, Ao.
I don't have a path.
All right. And then I reach out, grab her hand, and I say, then we make one together right now, get the hell out, and find my friend. Because if I don't find my friend, there's going to be a very, very, very dead elf named Alosia.
Everyone in here is going to die.
No, badly, no,
If
down.
we don't get out of here...
You see Maggie kind of bring up their maul just a little bit.
Oh, that's what you meant. Oh, he didn't mean he'd kill all of you. He meant that if we don't get out, we're all gonna die.
Yes.
Sorry, Leaf, when you carry your big yarding like that, sometimes it does seem like you're going to be the reason we're all going to die.
Oh, if we don't get out of here, like, yeah. Like, people are going to die one way or the other.
I look at Ao and I say,
do you understand me? Let's get out of here.
I'm still holding Ao's hand. I'm just looking at her.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna move off. Dermot walks up behind. I'm sorry, Ao. I didn't mean to. It's fine. I understand why you did it. I just feel like we've walked around with these people, and Dermot kind of. I just want to help them, you know, and figure out where to go. Okay. She reaches out and shakes your hand. I'm sorry. I am.
I don't want an apology. I'm going to be clear with you right now. I look at Marcella. I look at Damros. I look at Leaf and I say, one of my best friends is gone and I don't know where he is.
Irvin walks up to Marcella and to the edge of the crater. Kind of looks over.
I would have been very impressed.
And just kind of goes, yeah, I'm sorry too. I think we're better off on the same team anyway.
I would happily agree, but make no mistake. Next time you throw a dagger at me, I will step on your head.
And Ao looks at Dede. So what now?
I don't know. You're the ones who said you had the way out of here. I follow your lead. We had a way out, and Aloysius stole it from us.
Okay. So, see, how do I want to do this? Oh, so many ways. Okay.
Never what you want to hear from a GM. So many ways I can do this right now.
Meanwhile,
While this is going
Peter
on-
is across the continent.
I'm so mad. I know where you are. I know exactly where you are, and I'm so mad.
Not across
Don't
the
worry.
continent.
Oh, more than that.
Yeah, oh, more than that.
You're
for
across
sure,
the
for
world
sure,
at
for
this
sure.
Yeah,
point.
you're on
Yeah.
a different continent.
Yeah, I'm on a different continent, which is really nerve-wracking.
Because I'm just going to tell you right now that Day has traveled in the 3 years, so she knows if she saw where Peter was right now, they would damn well know where he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peter, I
so
don't think has left Wildemont, so he does not know where he is.
I'm gonna go with this. There is gonna be a series. We're gonna transfer over to Aloysia and Peter for a moment. Aloysia, you see behind you, more so here, the pitter patter of Peter's insanely fast monk feet hitting the tile as it kind of clinks against their shoe. You are going to go into, it's going to be 5 different skill checks,
Okay.
Boy.
and you guys are chasing. Peter, your goal is to get to Aloysia. Aloysia, your goal is to get away. Peter, to catch up to Aloysia, especially since you are a monk, you need to pass 3 out of the 5 skill checks.
Okay. I do still have the effects of haste.
Correct.
So
Which is why we're not
I-
so much doing like a chase battle, but we're going to do more of a skill check. Aloysia, because this is home turf, you are also going to do these checks. Your successes will affect something later.
Okay.
And you will get advantage because this is home turf.
Oof.
Okay.
So, let's start off with some fun. All right, so Peter, as you start running over the tops of the buildings, you're realizing that Aloysia has kind of this pattern they're starting to take. But the tiles that you're stepping on are starting to slip every once in a while, and as you make a jump across the next platform, the tiles start to give away a little bit, and you feel yourself falling down off of the building. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Okay. Shout out to the 2 crew. That's an 8.
Oh, God.
Shit,
But
that's
I
an
do
8.
have slow fall, so I can use my. So if I am about to take falling damage, I can react and reduce that falling damage.
Does it reduce
You have inspiration.
all the way?
If you haven't used it yet.
It depends on how much falling damage I take, because I can take it equal to an amount. I can reduce any falling damage I take by an amount equal to 5 times my monk level. So that would be 6 times. So I would be able to take away at least 30.
You are going to
Depending on-
take 15 damage.
That was
Okay,
a really
not bad.
attractive look, by the way.
That was math.
Also, the fact that he was gonna take 45 damage.
Holy,
Goddamn.
right?
Oh, sorry, that's 15 flat, like, not with like doing
Oh.
your math.
Oh, so I don't take any then.
Yeah,
I
you could reduce
all of it.
all of it. Yes.
Sick.
But that will count as a fail.
Okay,
Okay, you
So
still got 4 more chances.
I got 4 more.
as you run forward, you fall off of the tiles. They kind of give way and they break on the ground, just shattering across as people start looking towards you, going, what the and you see Aloysia hopping from other tops of the towers. Tell me what you want to do.
I keeping an eye on Aloysia. Do I see any way to like get back up to the rooftops?
As you're kind of running through, you're seeing kind of two paths. You see in front of you this main square that's having some type of fair kind of happening, and there's a lot happening in the middle, lots of people. But you think that possibly you could also jump up these boxes that are stacked behind a merchant tent.
What about the direction that Aloysia is running in? What does the street look like in that direction? Or is that the direction
yeah.
Okay, then I mean, I guess I'll jump up on. I'll try to get back up to the roof.
Okay. I want you to make me a athletics or acrobatics check. Your choice.
I will be doing an acrobatics check.
That's our boy. No, my boy.
That a boy. Are you kidding me? What is the DC?
What do you have?
I have an 8, and I want to know if it would be worth it to use my inspiration.
I would say go ahead and use it.
Is it possible for me to beat it if I use this D6?
Yes.
Okay. That's another 2. That's a 10.
DC was 10. Okay.
It's a pass.
So.
Oh my god, just Leaf appearing with the happiest face.
You see as you, a little clumsily, but you managed to get up some of the crates, jumping on top of the merchant's tent. You hear, hey, what the fuck are you doing up there?
I'm busy, old man.
My cabbages.
My cabbages.
And you hear,
My cabbages.
Peter, are you fluent in Marquesian?
Oh God, no.
Okay.
Is it anything? I mean, the accent you gave him, maybe is it close to abyssal?
No. Nope. You just hear a bunch of shouting in a different language as you start to run forward. Aloysia, can you roll me a d20?
I'm busy, old man.
I'm busy, uncle. Don't worry.
Why don't you ask me later? The suspense is killing me.
What is the D20?
I've got.
You're unmuted if you said anything. Your mic is.
Aloysia?
Trudy?
What? Sorry. I was like trying to read other stuff. I'm
sorry.
so sorry.
I know I gave you a lot. Just roll me a d20.
D20 roll.
We're all reading
That
like,
D20
oh my
roll
god.
with-
it's gonna be
I'm
the same thing.
so sorry.
Did they
No,
all
you're
nat
totally
20?
fine.
I do appreciate how it's really easy to tell when Cherney's muted or not because their mic lights up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, true.
That was so funny.
Why are you not... Hello?
Amazing.
What?
Hello.
It won't let me do advantage. Okay.
I'll chuckles. You should probably get out your real dice.
I don't have time to do that. It's so involved. So I got an 11
Okay, that just barely
at
passes.
advantage. Sorry, I was told that there was something that I needed to know, and I went looking for it, and I haven't been able to find it.
Rip.
The tragedy.
If you go to chapter 4, there's something called Following Aloysia.
Oh, the next chapter. The next chapter.
Next
That
chapter.
would make sense. Yes. Okay.
Okay. So, Peter, as you start to get back up, you see Aloysia getting back into their stride. You see them go over, and there's a bunch of kind of they crawl in between two buildings, a very tight space, and kind of wiggle through. If you want to, do you want to follow through the cramped space, or do you want to
Yes.
try to find another way around?
Do I see like either, so it's a cramped space between two buildings or running along roofs. Do I see either a way to go quickly around one of these buildings or above?
They're pretty high up, so you probably couldn't go above, but you see that there's a little bit of a ledge on either side of the building, so you could probably try to like trapeze artist your way on the side of the building instead of going through the two buildings.
Is there anything that would indicate, is there, by looking, can I make some kind of, is there some kind of check I could make to see if I would think that, to see if like I would be able to clock that might be faster? Because if I can cut her
roll me
off,
perception.
that's what I'd like to do. Oh, God damn it. I'm rolling like dog shit. That's a 7. That doesn't count as one of my like 5, right?
No, that's not 45 at all.
Okay.
From that, you really can't tell what would be faster right now.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna go in the same direction that Aloysia did. I'm gonna go the same way.
Make me a acrobatics check.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You make it through.
That's another pass, right?
That is another pass. It's 2
Okay.
passes, 1 fail.
Yes. I just need one more pass.
I believe in you.
It is up to 50-50. 1 pass, 1 fail.
Yeah. Oh.
Aloysia, make me another D20 roll.
Just a flat D20
Flat
roll.
D20. With advantage. Sorry.
These lack of skill checks have me concerned. Just luck checks. That's a flat 11 again.
Just barely passing. All right. At this moment, as both Peter and Aloysia dash through this tight space, the scene cuts back over to Betrayer's Rise.
So where do we go?
I don't know.
You specifically said that you were paid in a way out.
I didn't expect them to teleport out.
So you took the job.
They just said get them out. I thought we would walk out together. How would you know with that information? And they're gonna start walking towards the way Aloysia teleported out.
I walk alongside them and I say, you know, if I had known you were going to be so bitter about it, I would have never gotten upset with you for following us.
Well, you don't.
Yeah, no shit.
Know
I
me
look
that
at Marcella
much.
and like nod. What'd you say? Sorry.
Y'all don't know me that much.
You don't really know us either. Have you
That's-
stopped to ask me, hi, Nade, why do you look like you've been crying all day? Well, I don't know, Ao. I happened to come back to my hometown where I did tell you I had a horrifying family reunion. And I'm going to be saying all of this while gesturing my party and continuing to walk and just being like, you know, but how are you? No, I just took a job from someone who decided to leave us all in here with no way out, and I didn't get the payment in the way out, and now your friend is gone. Well, sucks to suck, doesn't it?
That does sound pretty rough, but I mean,
But pretty, yeah, you know, like I'm like floating backwards, giant hand gestures. Pretty rough. I don't. What you think that we like? I want an adventure, so I'm gonna follow.
Can I
these guys.
mage
They seem
hand
like
just
they're having a
wallop
good
him
time.
for that pretty rough comment?
Oh, Ao?
Yes.
sure, go for it.
Oh my god.
So you gotta.
Yeah,
It is a mage hand, so it
You
can't
all-
really do much.
See, this is
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah,
what
it's a
I'm
mage
talking
hand.
about.
It's not really gonna hurt him. It's just the sass after what Nade said that really frustrates Damaros.
How am I supposed to know how to respond to that? And then after I respond incorrectly, I get punished and slapped with the mage hand.
The mage hand didn't even. You know what? And I just storm ahead. I look back at Ao and I just go, you are so lucky that I like you. And I'm gonna keep walking. Just
Damaros follows very close behind.
Everyone make me a perception check. Marcella.
Can I go back and pick up the gold off the altar?
Oh
Sure.
my god, do it. Oh my god, do it. Oh my
Oh,
god. We might as well-
I am still clutching one of the little piles of 25
go,
gold in
like-
one hand.
So there's another
as I'm
100 on
running.
there.
We might
Okay.
as well take the money that Aloysia gave us.
I love the idea that Peter is like trying to run through these foreign streets with a bag of gold in one
And I
hand.
will 100% say that Nadea is just thinking, I'm going to spend my money on a way to find something to slap Aloysia across the face. Nadea's not really herself right now. She has had the worst day she's had since she can remember. Perception.
Dirty 20 perception.
15 for Nadea.
Natural 20.
I'm starting to get
16.
vicious. Where are these dice coming from? Where are these dice coming from, Leaf?
from GameStop.
Damaros, you notice a small glint in the corner. Not a corner, on the side of the wall, like kind of tucked up against the wall, and you notice kind of just a strange object kind of sitting there.
Can I investigate it?
Absolutely. As you walk up and grab, you notice that you grab 2 tablets.
Can I
We got any
investigate what's
games on
on the tablets?
They
Yeah,
got
I'm not
me.
gonna assume what you're gonna do. Make me an investigation check.
You know, I have had characters in the past take 2 tablets and then just pocket them, so you never know.
You gave
That's
me
a
a
19.
legendary item, and I
19.
immediately was like, I don't need this.
You notice that these are some type of magical tablets. Some further studying might tell you more.
Okay, so can I do an Arcana check then if I can tell they're magical?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I mean, you could have turned around and like, hey guys, I found tablets. I don't know.
I mean, they're walking right with Nadea, so I would assume Nadea might follow them.
I
I'm being
mean,
completely honest.
I actually walked ahead of you. So I
Well,
walked ahead,
I said the Damaros were like right up behind you after
Sure.
you walked off.
but I'm not
Oh,
looking behind you.
fair.
So you would have to message me or let me know.
Fair. They will call out to Nadea then. Question, since I did investigate first, could I possibly get advantage on the Arcana check?
I'll allow it.
Since I... Okay.
I come over to Damaros as you call out to me and go, where did you find those?
Kind of nods at the ground while he's staring at them. One of those is a nat 20 and the other's a 2.
Amazing!
Nat
Dichotomy!
20. I'm assuming that gives you above a
Plus
21,
20.
right?
26.
It was 21 DC, so you can tell. After studying at this for about 10 minutes, that this is a clay tablet about 8 inches long, 4 inches wide, and a ½ inch thick. Inscribed is a sigil sequence for a permanent teleportation circle.
They'll explain that to Nadea and then ask, do you think that we could find Peter with this?
I am unaware of what Nadea knows about the spell. Do you think that we can use it to go to where he is? Or is that too far?
It's worth a shot.
Magic, I'm asking
Was that a
this as
question
player.
for me?
Yes, that's for you.
What
I'm
was the
asking,
question? Sorry.
What would I know about the language of this particular spell? Because I don't want to be like, I just know the spell. Would this spell allow us? How far does the spell get us with the knowledge we have of this spell?
Don't really know. This is a very uncommon item. Very uncommon.
I think we need to. I look at Morcella.
At least where you guys are from.
So you said that it's like is it a permanent sigil? You said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, have the others caught up to them at this point?
I'm gonna say that I definitely. I'm sorry, I didn't RP it. I would have definitely waved over the group once we found out what it was. So I can RP that because I don't want to assume that. Hey, Damaros found something. It's a permanent teleportation circle.
So by using that knowledge, could we? I don't know. Could I roll Arcana on it based off of my knowledge of being in the Feywild and being teleported places.
Marcella, yeah, go ahead.
Is that all right?
Yeah, go ahead. I was debating how much information I was going to tell you up front.
Let's see. That's Arcana 13. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. You know that if you break it, it'll teleport you somewhere.
5. No,
So we don't. I look at Marcella. Where does it? Do you know about this?
I don't know where it's going to take us, but I certainly know that if we break it in half, it's going to take us somewhere.
Oh, it's better than being in here.
So I think it's a more solid plan than some people have.
I look at the rival group, and I look at my group, and I pat Marcella on her tiny shoulder. This is our best shot. I say we break it.
Do it.
Damaros will look to Ao and hand one to Ao because we have 2. One
I
to
don't
Put
Ao
a
and
hand
then
on
one for our.
Damaros.
Sorry,
Okay.
what'd you say, Damaris? You said one to AO, one to our group. I didn't mean to accidentally cut you off.
There's 2. We don't know where they'll go, but at least possibly will be with our people. So basically one for AO and their group and then one for us.
I walk up to AO and I say, I don't know where this is going to take you. I meant everything I said back at the caravan, you know. I didn't say it to appease you. I said it because you are an impressive warrior and you need to stop forcing things when you can just be. You're lucky enough to have the choice. Some of us are not so lucky in our destinies. I turn to my group and kind of gesture for us to gather closer.
Ao's
And-
going to grab your shoulder before you turn away. I'm going to make it up to you, I promise. I'm hell-bent on being a hero like those in the stories, and maybe it clouded my judgment a little bit. And you've taught me a lot, and I appreciate that you have allowed me the space to learn more about myself.
The day is bright red.
See you on the other side.
See you on the other side. I go to my group and I say, Damaros, will you do the honors?
Yeah, Damaros is still holding it. He'll say, everyone grab on. Hopefully we stay together.
Hand in.
And waits for everyone to like grab hold of himself or the tablet or something.
I just put my hand on his shoulder, like mildly awkwardly, just kind of like, yeah. Where do I put it? And I look back at Ao before we go and kind of blush and look away.
Nade, make me a perception check.
Insight or perception?
Depends on what information you want.
I'll do insight. Come on, I've never wanted anything more. I just want to know.
I want to know.
Damn it! It's a 7.
You see them look at you for a brief moment, but you're unable to determine the emotions that they feel in that moment as they kind of group back up, and you can see the other rivals consoling Ao. Are you breaking the tablet?
As soon as Damaros feels 3 pairs of hands on him, he breaks the tablet.
All right.
As the last hand reaches on your shoulder, a rush comes over all of you as you feel twist and turned, and you land on the same rooftops exactly where Peter was prior. As you look off
Or at
into
least
the
on the same
distance, and I mean
continent now.
far off distance, you could see a little blue tiefling and crimson robes continue on. We are going to shift over to them for a second.
All right.
Najee, let's not just.
I just yell out.
Yeah, no, Damaros is just like, they're over there.
We all just like in slow motion. Just,
You just see Peter chasing after Aloysia, and it's the same art style as the JoJo opening.
yes!
Aloysia,
Amazing.
would you like to attempt to create more obstacles for Peter?
Najee has murder.
Try me. Try me.
Actually, I would like to cast message.
Okay, go for it.
That's going to slow me down significantly, but I will cast message to Peter. If you stop, I will help you. So that'll leave me 60 feet for this round instead of 120.
Believe I get a response with message.
Yeah, you
do,
hear it.
Yeah.
And
And you're able to respond.
I think I just say back, let me catch up, and we'll talk.
Aloysia, do you let them?
Well, it's already going to slow me down, so I'm going to kind of like slow down to a jog, but get a very clear sense of where I am. So kind of take that opportunity to like ready myself and get my bearings.
Okay. Peter, as you carade? I don't know the word I'm looking for. Careen over the tops of the last fuse, trying to catch up. A plume of smoke rises from one of the chimneys and kind of obscures your vision for a second as you make a jump. Make me a Constitution save.
This is me. Sorry, I like my brain went dim for a second. Am I making a Constitution save?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Shit.
God damn it.
This has been a very active
Oh, that's
session
21.
tonight. 21.
21, 19 on the die.
You quickly
yeah.
pull up your handkerchief and block the smoke coming out of the chimney and hop onto the other side. At this point, coming face to face with Aloysia on the same footing. Aloysia, are you going to... well, first, Peter, are you going to... what are you doing? You have succeeded, so you are now face to face with him.
What do you mean you're going to help me? I need to know clear terms.
But Aloysia has their hands up in front of them, so they're very clear. I can get you connected to a very powerful group. You've proven yourself more than worthy to be seen by them. You and your entire band. I
And what of the
need to be able
pendant?
to prove that the last year in Wildmount was worth it.
Why should I trust you?
Because I'm telling you the truth.
God, I wish I was a cleric and I had Zone of Truth. Peter,
I know this city. This is my home. I can take you where you need to go. I can get you connected to the people who can help. You said that there were, well, you didn't say this, but there were 3 people. One of whom was here. If
And what the-
anybody is going to know, the people that I work with will know.
And what of the pendant?
It's my proof.
Once you use it to prove whatever it is you need to prove, would I be able to get it back? I will give you back your gold, and I hold up the bag of money.
Keep the gold. You did what you were paid for. Keep the gold. I can make no promises in terms of the pendant if I take it where I need to.
Where do you need to take it? Just to your employer?
Yes.
And who is your employer?
I think you know.
Here's the problem. Evelyn has no idea.
You will remember back in the tavern that there were some suggestions that Aloysia was connected with the consortium of the Vermilion Dream.
Yes.
That she kind of hand waved away.
The Vermilion Dream.
Yes.
What is the Vermilion Dream, anyways? What are you?
That is a very long conversation. A very long conversation.
Well,
But
then
we
I
are
see.
those who truly believe that the power of Ruidus has more at hand than anyone else is willing to explore.
What are you looking to do with this power?
Research it, learn it, connect with it. No one is paying attention. We want to learn.
I will admit, the presence of Ruidus is very concerning. And the strange dreams I have had, equally as such.
The Cobalt Soul, they don't care. They're too scared, too conservative to even think about expending resources to see what's there. The Vermilion Dream is at least exploring, learning.
And what do you intend to do with this knowledge?
Share it. Knowledge is meant to be shared.
This
Do you
is
think the
true.
Library of the Cobalt Soul is sharing their information with anyone? No. They hoard it like a dragon.
All right. If you can promise to help us find what we are looking for,
I will do what is in my power to do. I am not.
I understand. I mean, obviously, within your power. It would be ridiculous to say, snap your fingers and show me where Elixion is. Because even I don't know where that is, and that's the problem. But this seems like a good avenue to find out more. As much as I very much do not trust you.
I understand why. I will tell you, though, I'm more than a little jealous of you.
Why? For what reason?
You have already seen things that I have only dreamed to be witness of. You think I wanted to be left alone in that room?
No. It is... I don't know why my friends and I keep receiving these visions. I understand myself to a certain extent, having my own connections to things. But why the group? And why so specifically? I still don't understand. Maybe we can find that answer as well.
Maybe so.
Magic, have we caught up by this point?
I would say your group is at the bottom of this. You're not on the it would have been pretty tough to kind of climb across in this place, all of you guys, to jump across the platform. So you guys are kind of on the ground looking up at them have this conversation at this point.
I want to try my damnedest to get up there so I can slap Aloysia across the face.
Okay.
What can I do?
You find a ladder off to the side, and you're able to get up.
I climb up. I approach Aloysia. First, I look at Peter. And
if you're going to approach Aloysia, I am going to put a hand out to stop you.
What are you doing?
She's going to help us.
Oh, yes, just like she was going to help us last time.
You helped me last time.
I believe her.
You left us to die.
I
Can
didn't.
we give other people an opportunity to get up real quick before we continue dialogue?
Yes.
Just because, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to have a problem getting up there. I can fly, but
Yeah.
I feel like it's game breaking sometimes.
You guys all head up there. Who wants to head up?
I love the flying, personally.
Make an acrobatics check to get into the crystal cavern. Can I fly there?
No, F you! I look
No,
at
thanks.
Aloysia. I look at Aloysia, and well, first of all, I look at Peter, and I kind of just... Ooh, I have to roll something.
I will say I do not trust her, but I think she is going to be the best way for us to get more information on our quest.
So, just for your guys' knowledge, I rolled a wisdom saving throw, and Ade crumples to her knees and starts sobbing.
Did you take a +4 from Dad?
That'd be a 7.
Rip.
Really hoping I could save you there. Guess not.
No, wait, hang on. Wisdom save +3, and that's not gonna do it still. She just completely breaks down and just kind of gestures at everyone else like, I'm out. I can't. I will listen.
Aloysia is going to... we are going to go and meet with her employers at the Vermilion Dream. There, they will present the pendant to their employer. I will hopefully be able to convince them to return it to us. Or someone with who is a little bit more charismatic will be able to do that convincing. I am not the most charismatic of people.
I'm just wiping furiously at my eyes and just going like, probably Damaros.
Probably. Damaros is very charismatic.
Oh God, I hate this.
And they have agreed to help us. I don't trust you, and I know I've made that very clear. So don't
I
screw
understand.
us.
I don't expect to have any of your trust at this point.
My mom's gonna be really pissed if you screw us over.
At this
I-
point, you see a raven fly from the side and land on Aloysia and go, "Have it, you have! Have it, you have!"
Like I said, there were expectations on me.
It's gonna kind of peck at your neck, waiting for a response.
Yes, yes.
And without a second beat, flies off again.
You
Well-
just see Nade is like red faced and just going like, okay, Peter, I trust you. I'm very glad you're okay.
And I just pat Nade's head.
Pat.
Yes. I gently
I-
pat Nade's head.
I want to make sure that you are all ready for this. There's
For
a
what?
place that you all can rest soon. Very nearby. We are actually very close to the Suncut Bazaar. You clearly all, at the very least, need a drink. Many of you I know at least need a rest of some kind.
That would be appreciated, yes. I look at Marcel and I go, do you have a handkerchief? I'm so tired of crying.
Aloysia, are you going... Where are you going to be staying? I don't know. It's letting you out of our sight for too long.
I can stay with you. If that is going to make you feel more comfortable.
I think it might be a good idea.
I look at the group and I look at Peter and I say, well, I trust you, Peter, if this is what you think is the right course of action. Did Marcella have a handkerchief?
So over here patting my non-existent pockets.
Damaros would give a handkerchief.
I blow my nose loudly. Marcella, this is the most you have ever seen Nade cry, if ever. And I look at Leaf and I just go, you'll beat her up if she does the thing again, right? And I point at Aloysia.
I want to beat her up right now.
Well, we're not going to do that.
Peter
at the
said
moment,
no,
please.
okay? I need a drink and a nap.
Like, you see smoke coming out of Leaf's,
You want to do that
like, nose.
before getting to business? I think it's appropriate. If you want
See-
some lodging.
I think a
I
rest
think we
is
need
in
about
order.
4 hours. So
All right.
Nadine, you can collect yourself.
Yeah, we need it. We need at least a short rest.
And I look at Marcella when you say that and I go, you're not wrong. I really hope I never get this emotional ever again. You hear a
I
narrator.
would like you to note this time. So Marcella's been been supportive, but this time when you say something, she's gonna cut you a look that's kind of like, we need to talk.
Jocelyn just got scared.
We're still friends, don't worry.
Uh-huh.
Are we ready to get down off the roof?
And the day just goes.
Yes. You first.
Oh, I
You'll
beat her
follow.
down. I'm just like, no, I'm get off.
Oh, I meant that more as like a after you,
Oh,
like
okay.
I'll follow.
I just want to make sure. Like,
sort of
I just
thing.
had this. I'm
No,
just like,
you're
after
good.
you, and the day going absolutely after you. I'm going first.
Yeah. Aloysia will get down to the ground level and begin fishing in their bag and produce a sort of large, like medium large-ish scroll.
What's that?
It's how you'll get around.
Is it the map?
It's a map.
I'm putting it in green room.
Well, you could be our tour guide, couldn't you?
As much as I can. Yes. I do not know how much I will be able to have agency now that I am here. I have other responsibilities that I may need to attend to. But as much as I can, I will assist you here in Ankorel.
Ankorel. I
Nade,
believe that was the next place we had to go, wasn't it?
the name
Yes.
Ankorel rings a bell, but it's not somewhere that you've ever lived or had first-hand experience with. But you will immediately panic because you now realize that you are very far from the Luxon Beacon.
Oh. Oh.
Oh shit.
Its powers of reincarnation no longer work while you are here.
I think feeling like a child whose nightlight has died in their bedroom, just that panic. Nade, who is normally so stone-faced, so placid, who throughout this entire adventure has been feeling the wounds of herself open up to more and more chaotic emotions, I think just visibly shrinks.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab your hand.
I squeeze your
If
hand and
you're
I
cool with
say,
that.
I'm too far from the beam. If I die, I die.
We're not gonna let that happen. We're gonna go take a rest. You and I, we're gonna sit down and talk through what you got going on. And we're gonna
Right.
be all right. Everything's gonna be okay.
I would rather talk about anything but me.
How about a drink?
I think a drink would be
Please.
good.
Are you
Yes.
buying?
Sure. The golden chip isn't far.
Great.
I think I'm just still holding on to Marcella's hand as you... Are you floating by me?
Yeah, I'm like leading you, but it's like a really awkward balloon.
It's like the videos where like the girlfriend is leading you around. Only it's
Oh
this
yeah,
little
yeah,
fairy.
yeah,
It's a tiny little fairy who's floating, so
I
I'm
just
just
wanna
like,
make it very
so you're in
clear
front of me like this.
That when you guys first met Naday, it was just like pure placidity, and now it is the when I picture Naday, it is the pool of still water that has become a hurricane.
Good, excellent.
And now she feels, and I think also when Naday looks back and looks at Damaros and kind of just taking in his energy, just says, "Would you read to me tonight?"
Absolutely.
Aww.
I need
No.
my brain to be anywhere but on what happened today. And I look at Leaf and I just say, please don't break anything. And then I look at, and then I kind of pat Peter's shoulder and say, I'm very glad we found you.
How did you all get here, anyways?
Damaros, actually. He found tablets of teleportation. We gave one to Ao and her group. And, Peter, if you like, you can roll insight when I mention Ao.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it this time.
Question also, did AO break
can I?
theirs?
14.
Naday is blushing when she says, when they say
Can I
Ao's
roll
name.
insight?
You can roll insight if you want, sure.
11.
Yeah, you see that Naday's a little pink in the cheeks.
Peter's gonna clock that and tuck it away for later. And he's gonna just, like, when you mention AO, just be like...
Sounds like you like the water ganassi.
No, he's like, that's like very like, ooh, get it, girl.
Get it?
No, I'm talking about Naday,
Oh, well,
because
Naday...
Tipsy made a joke to me earlier about not liking the water ganassi.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well,
Damaros,
you...
I believe you asked if they had broke theirs. You would have seen that they popped out at the same place.
Oh, okay, so
Um,
they're also here.
Oh, they're here.
They are.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Did they like did they go with the group when the group took off running towards Peter?
You saw Ao start to run towards with your group, and you saw Irvin and Glissariad grab them and just kind of shake their head. Anyone
he
close
wants
enough
to join
would have
our
heard
party
them
so
said,
much.
let them go for now.
We were tunnel vision. We were like, where's our friend? Where's our friend? Where's our friend? Where's our
Let's
friend?
just adopt AO as the NPC.
Can I make a
of our
retcon
party.
perception check to know if we heard that?
Go ahead.
I'll make
Fantastic.
one too, please. In
Let's
the
just-
name of retcon.
Let's just
Nat
adopt
20!
AO.
Nice.
Definitely heard it.
Do I get anything else with that nat 20? Do I get a glimpse from AO or any insight into what AO was feeling earlier? I'm just saying I
No.
got a nat 20.
Um,
I got a 17.
I'm adorable.
you see as Ao lunges forward to chase after you guys, I need to help them. Let them go. It's fine. They and this is Irvin. They have their path. Let them go. But they need us. I told them I'd make it better. It's fine. We'll reconnect with them. And then she turns around and goes, so where the hell are we?
Welcome!
And you, Naday, with a natural 20, you see a look on Irvin's face as the same panic you went through, you see him go through.
No.
Oh.
All right. So are you guys headed to the golden chip?
Yes.
Yeah.
As you guys head off towards the golden chip, you are in the Suncut Bazaar of Ankara. It is a bustling city. If we can get city music.
No, only fight.
Um,
Only fight.
Oh.
It's bustling. It's happy. It is a stark difference from where you came from, in Betrayer's Rise, where people
Where'd it
were
go?
dark and sad. Everyone's bustling around, and you enter the Suncut Bazaar, and a large area. As you kind of see a bunch of merchants on the town, on the streets, and you see casinos running, different people kind of going in and spending some money. You see some slot machines. And you guys arrive to where did I put it? Somewhere.
We arrive at
The golden chip. You arrive at the golden chip, and right there we go, lodging. Centered, not too far off from the center of Suncut Bazaar. It's a all right casino with people playing some different card games, some dice games, and you guys are able to enter, and you see a kind of an open bar. It's still a little early for everyone to be hitting the casino. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna look at Marcella, and I know that Marcella wants to talk, so I'm gonna gesture to a corner of the bar for us to get a drink and talk privately.
Okay.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna pat Peter and be like, "We'll be right back."
Peter will nod, like, go. I'm gonna pat Aloysia. I'm gonna put my hand on Aloysia's shoulder and be like, "So you said you were paying? Let's go get some drinks."
Right this way.
Aloysia goes up to the bar. All right. What you looking for?
Some refreshments and lodging for my friends here, please.
Absolutely. How many rooms you need?
Aloysia will default to Peter.
What's the how many rooms do you have? Because if we go individual, we would need about 6, but we would be able to pair up if you don't.
Well, it's 5 gold piece for a night.
Oh, that's not bad. I mean, yeah,
It's a good
all
I
right.
mean, it's a casino. Don't expect it to be quiet.
Huh?
It's a casino, so don't expect it to be quiet.
Well, if it's not going to be quiet, it's really worth 5 gold.
Do you want lodging or not?
Yes, fine. And I cough up the. I cough
Didn't
up
even
the
allow a
gold.
haggle check. Dang.
Can I make a persuasion check?
Not on this guy. Not you are way out of your element for that right now.
Oh yes, so far. Peter is
Magic
just
space
feeling
have I done with
cocky
your
after
shit?
his Peter's just feeling really cocky after his successful what he believes to have been a successful like chase and conversation.
Peter has become party face and does not have the charisma to
He
back it up.
does
and I
not
am
have
here
the charisma
for
to back it up.
Alright.
Oh my
That's
God,
the
that was
problem
so
with
funny.
that's the problem with being a charismatic person and playing characters who are not charismatic.
You are a very charismatic person, and then you play -1 charisma, and I'm like, buddy.
Yeah. I just
Aloysia
think it's more fun that way.
and the bartender exchange a few gold, and a bunch of food comes out, and drinks at a table. And he looks, he goes, if you need anywhere else to spend your money, there's plenty of games here.
What game do you recommend?
Oh, shit.
Aloysia?
Is the barkeep familiar to me?
Yes.
Okay.
You could tell,
I will give that nod.
Aloysia, you
to
could
the
tell
barkeep.
he's doing his upselling.
I said I had to help, not I had to be
Yeah.
altruistic.
Yeah, that's true.
I was gonna say Alicia's staying, but
Yeah, I'll since he didn't answer my question, I'll turn to Aloysia and say, what games are good?
Yeah,
What was
sorry,
your
I was looking up the
argument before?
games.
Oh, sorry.
To be fair, I don't spend a great deal of time here at the Golden Chip, though I do hear good things about it. It is certainly a favorite.
Okay. You gotta look so. All right. You got Avandra's Favor. It's a dice game. You got Gambit of the Ord. It's a card game. And you got Corn a Drensel, also known as Run of the Luck. Lizard Racing.
Interesting.
We'll give it a look, and if you need anything, I'll be over here. We're gonna cut over to Nade and Marcella.
I think, yeah, whatever you. I think the day just kind of is sitting there like, I'm ready to get lectured.
Okay, I promise I'm gonna try and keep this as serious as possible, but I'm me. So I'm gonna like flag down the bartender. Get us a couple of drinks with the 100 gold pieces that I just have randomly strapped onto my being. What's gonna happen is so she's gonna take her little hat off. So she's standing on the bar, as backwoods as that is. She's standing on the bar because it's the only way we can make eye contact. She's gonna take her hat off and unclasp her cloak. And for those of you that watched us walk away, you've never seen Marcella without her cloak on. She typically keeps it on, but quite frankly, plastered to her back are these very small dragonfly-styled wings that have the thin iridescent membrane, and the veins themselves are black. And they lay so flat against her skin, it almost looks like a tattoo. So when she kind of like stretches, the wings peel off for a minute, and they just kind of flap for a minute. The drinks come. She's gonna push Nade's towards her and take her tiny little shot glass that serves as an actual beverage, and kind of sit down in front of Nade. And she's just gonna go, I'm worried about you. You, even before we ended up in Betrayer's Rise, and before we learned that terrible information about your family, you have not been yourself, and you're carrying with you. I'm concerned that you forget that I'm here for you. You're not by yourself, and you're never going to be alone. And now we've gathered this small group of friends, and you don't have to continue to go in alone.
I'm sorry, Marcella.
And from her little tear duct is like, it's gonna look like a little dirty water.
No.
It's what it looks like. It's like dirty water when you're painting with black watercolor and you go to dip it in the water the first couple times. Right. Peter gets it.
Absolutely.
And got that like that dark black, like that darker hue to it, and her eyes are gonna start to water. And I really want you to know that you're my best friend, and I don't want you to think that you're in this life on your own, because you've got me, and now you've got Peter and Damaros and Leaf, and if something's weighing on your mind, I want you to be able to come and talk to us, because you're never going to be alone again. I promise. So
I take your little hand in mine, and I think Nade is all cried out. Like, there's the shaking and the throat clenching as she squeezes your hand and she says, I have been self-absorbed, and I don't necessarily mean that as a selfish or conceited, but when confronted with these harsh realities that I do feel personally responsible for. I couldn't think of anything else, and it clouded my judgment. And I know you have been through so very much in one life, let alone more than that.
Shh. I don't want
And I
anybody else
really,
to know.
I really appreciate you, all you did back there, especially with your badass warhorse. That might be my favorite wild shape of yours.
And she's just gonna like, I don't know, take one of her, because I feel like when you grab her hands, you know, like when you try and hold each other's hand,
Yeah.
it's both of her hands just due to size.
Oh,
And
yeah.
she's gonna take her hand, she's gonna pat the back of yours. You know, I know what it's like to be on your own. I'm still, you know, I don't really understand. I don't know. I don't know the Clay family and why. There's a lot going on, but I know that no matter what, you're gonna be by my side in this life and in the next life, wherever it may take us. And
Well, as long as I don't die out here.
shh, stop it. Today's drunk. She's drunk, guys. It's okay. People who don't know, she's just drunk.
Alrighty.
No, you know, you nerd.
Yeah, you know that she's a Luxembourg.
That's my boy.
I love it. What? Buddy.
Here's the joke.
You know what, man? We're
Listen,
having a moment. We're having a
Listen, you know what? It's a high jump for me, okay?
Yeah, you don't always go over our heads. You're so much taller than us.
All right, Leaf and Damaros, what's your guys' moment?
But yeah, so she's just gonna, you know, and pick up her little glass and cheers it to yours.
Mhm.
So why don't we go? We're gonna go hang out with some friends and figure out what the. Okay, I didn't have anything important to put in there. I was gonna say what the fuck, Knuckles. Marcellus response. We're gonna find out what the actual heck we're doing here, and then we're gonna get some rest. And tomorrow's a new day, and
You are
it's
my
the-
family, Marcella. So thank you.
and you are my family.
Also, and then you see a look of realization go over my face, and I go, "Shit, I have to apologize to Aloysia."
We do owe Alicia an apology. You're correct.
No.
I was raging.
Where do you think
That's
the
where-
tablets came from?
Damn it! All
I
right.
think we both just knock back our drinks and go to apologize to Aloysia.
Alrighty.
As we both realize, shit, the tablets were just randomly there, were they? God damn it.
Well, heck.
And I think Nade just takes your little hand and remembers.
We're less balloon leady this time.
And cries.
Alright.
That's us. And scene.
I didn't know how to end that other than okay. And we're out.
Alrighty, so you walk up to the rest of the group.
Aloysia, it was you who left those tablets for us, wasn't it?
They would have been mine, yes.
Did you mean to leave them? Please say yes.
You were coming here eventually.
I sort of wish we'd had a little more of a conversation about it, but Peter handled it quite well.
I hope so.
You did. And I want to apologize for very much wanting to slap you in the face with about 15 Eldritch Blasts.
I don't know, from my perspective, it would have been nice to know that the tablets were there. It would have been nice if we just had, a full honest conversation about what was supposed to happen when we went to do the room. But we are here now. It is all water under a very messy bridge. And let's play some fucking casino games, friends.
Casino games.
I am not used to being able to deal in open air.
I understand. I do.
Hey, Leaf, I bet I'll beat you at one of those games.
Oh no, I'm staying out of this. I'm staying out of this.
Oh, come on. You're not going to play?
No, I have a very, very
You have a
different
debilitating gambling
opinion of
habit.
gambling.
Oh. You know, I have never gambled in this life. I don't know about the other two, but I haven't gambled in this one. And I do say that loud enough for you to hear, Aloysia. There's like, I'm a little tipsy from the one very strong shot.
I wonder if Peter's probably played like a silly little game at a bar like this. He probably hasn't like gone and like done any actual gambling, but probably at some point he's like played a stupid little game.
As you guys are
Dad
sitting
has
there,
probably gambled.
another raven comes flying through the window, landing on Aloysia's shoulder. Audience requested! Audience requested! And then flies off.
All right. I'm sorry. I have given you very little reason to trust me, but I have to go. It
Why not?
is highly unlikely that you are going to be able to make any true appearance with the Vermilion Dream before they know that you are able to join them in some way. Especially since you have been seen with agents of both the Cobalt Soul and the Allegiance.
I mean, I wouldn't say we exactly made a good impression with the Cobalt Soul. We did kind of threaten the guy who talked to us.
And then stole his little box.
Yeah, we did also.
We sure did.
Sure did.
Can
That
say
did
what I
happen.
can.
Hell yeah.
We did. Just out here threatening people. Yeah.
I rolled a persuasion check. You get out of here.
I definitely offered.
I
definitely
100%
offered
threatened
background.
him. I'm fairly certain I
very
threatened him.
wrongly told him that it would be logical if he did the thing. I will not have you slander my baby's name.
Sorry,
Peter
Alyssa,
was
continue.
I'm pretty sure I remember Peter attempting to give you advantage by trying to look menacing.
Okay, fair, but still. Anyway, I'm sorry.
I will do what I can. But as you can see, my leash is being shortened.
Is there any way we can contact you? We can...
They will contact you.
So we just wait here until they do.
You might... One second, sorry.
Are we chatting with the DM? Is this
Yes.
secret
I don't
DM
know.
time? God?
Yes.
Excuse
Suddenly
me, I
this
need
guy
to commune with God.
What did you say? What did you say, Evelyn?
I said, excuse me, I need to commune with God.
Okay, no, give me a
Yes,
second.
one moment.
Oh.
Let me
Yeah.
just
Why?
carefully
Hey,
fold
don't
up the
make fun of
tinfoil
commute.
hat.
Gotta
Yeah.
deal with God.
We just
tinfoil
we
hat.
just watch Aloysia just for
Oh
a
my
moment
God.
zone out and look completely out of their body. Just
Yeah, I'm
The
receiving a
time
message. Hold on.
Time freezes except for the 5 of us.
You can try to go across the way to the first eclipse.
The first
You
eclipse.
will you may not be nearly as well received as you were here.
What is the first eclipse?
It's an ale house,
Okay.
but
They got good food?
it is
They got
somewhere that you
sliders?
would make contact.
Did you just ask Aloysia if they have sliders?
You might be able to
That's a good question.
I will
actually.
I will let Setsurac know you're coming, and hopefully that will help.
Thank you.
It's
that name's not
a
threatening.
dragonborn. Setsurac Runestrider.
Saserac Runestrider. So this is goodbye then.
Well, depending on what I'm allowed, I will see what I can do. You did ask me to give you a tour. But against my better judgment, Aloysia pulls aside one of the folds of their robes and pulls out a small fabric wrapped packet, which, given the size, you might be able to recognize.
I just step back and look at Peter.
I don't offer this back to you lightly.
Thank you.
This is a year's travel and much longer in work to try to find it.
Why can't we be your proof?
Peter, I messaged you.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know what consequences that will have. But if you want it now, take it before I change my mind.
I take the small packet. Thank you. This
And Aloysia
will...
nods and leaves.
I can't believe she actually gave it back.
Neither can I, quite frankly. I'm very surprised to see it again. And I unwrap it and I put it back on and I tuck it into my shirt.
Bullshit.
Well, does anyone want to try their hand at a game?
I really like that little lizard racing game. I think that
I
sounds pretty
absolutely want to
fun.
play a game.
I think that we should. I will go against you two, and I will bet on a lizard.
So you guys start working out, and we could get to the games. Before we get there, as Peters, you stand up, you hear in your head, hello?
Hello?
Is she there with you?
Is who there with me?
Marcella.
I don't know how to transfer you over. This is your voice I'm hearing in my head.
I thought you guys were still together.
Oh yeah, she's right here. She's my friend. What's up?
I know she's your friend.
May I ask who's speaking? You've reached Peter. You haven't reached Marcella.
I don't know how to transfer you over. May I ask who's calling?
It's the old like turn of the century switchboard.
Yes! Hang on, let me plug you into the Marcella. Oh shit, that's Leaf. Hang on.
I don't know how to
Guys, this
transfer
is
you
my
over.
old
What's up?
job.
What kind of message do you need passed along? What's up, little
You
friend?
hear her voice get quieter as she says, "I don't think she remembers the time in the Fae. I don't know. They don't." And then it cuts off.
I'm gonna immediately turn to Marcella and be like, "Hey, Marcella, have you ever been to the Feywild? And would you have a friend there who would try to get in contact with you via somebody else? Because I just got a little voice in my head that was looking for you."
What? Sorry, tears. What would I roll for that memory?
Roll me a flat d20.
What would I roll for the transfer?
Listen,
Yeah,
this
how
is
do
what-
I
this
what
is
do I
my
roll
whole
to
job in a
pass her
nutshell.
over?
Peter, you can also roll me a flat d20.
Oh shit!
I got a 9.
I got a 6.
No, you guys don't remember any time either of you have spent in the Feywild.
I thought there was something that I knew about.
You remember that you went to the Feywild, but
I don't remember
This-
anything that
this-
happened there.
don't remember what happened. This person's voice or this connection to Morcella.
I look at Marcella and I just go,
Marcella, have we met before?
I don't know. I mean, have you ever been to the Blooming Grove? No? Okay. That's I don't know.
I've been to this. I don't remember anything that happened while I was in the Feywild, but I do have 2 years that I lost to the
As
Feywild.
Aloysia goes to the side, the barkeep goes. You see them exchange a few words. He nods and comes back to your table. Taking good care of you guys, and brings out more food and ale. And that is where we're gonna end tonight.
Aww.
Okay.
Amazing.
All right.
We shifted the trauma hour. I'm delighted.
I have
Oh
tears.
boy. Am I gonna
I-
find out what happened in those 2 years?
Live
I'm missing 4 years.
for the fact that Marcella grabbed the wall.
Yes.
I know. Literally just like, "Ah!"
Oh my god. Another
I know, I was, like,
another
scooting
jam-packed
backwards.
episode.
And then I was like, okay, there's this concrete. And then I just wanted to reach the other side of my frame and it's empty.
So
Nothing.
we're coming to the top of the hour. I want to go through the things. First of all, Churney Adventures, thank you so much for joining us.
Yay, Churn.
Thank you
Um,
for having me. It was a great time.
You did such a phenomenal
I
job.
Was ready
That
for
was
y'all to
fantastic.
skewer me. It was a great time.
I mean, had it not been for Peter, I would have smacked you multiple times.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're lucky
Sounds about
Peter's
right.
the one who went through that. Poor
Oh,
guy.
100%. If Leaf
Yeah.
had gone through that, he would have been like, it's
You'd
worth
be
it.
dead.
Like literally, like one of us would have died. Like there was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
sent
ready for
Magic
you.
a message in the midst of that whole thing, and I was like, "Assassin's Creed, let's go!"
Yes.
I was so ready to body you, and then I got stabbed repeatedly, so that's beside the point. But man, I was like ready.
Also, without going too far into detail, you guys did a very good job of pre-planning and taking actions that made that interaction in the Betrayer's Rise much further in your favor than it could have been.
Yes.
Oh,
There
yeah.
was a lot of things that you guys did that made that interaction much easier on yourselves than it might have been.
It's nice to have some smarties.
So
Yes.
your actions do in fact have consequences, and you chose the right ones.
They sure do.
Me, the DM, going, "Huh, they're never gonna chase Aloysia. That'll never happen. Yeah, fuck you, Peter.
Have you met us?
Have you met us, Daddy?
Us. Daddy.
I am the chaos player. Jocelyn's been my DM long enough to know that I will take the most chaotic path,
I have
whether
learned,
that be to my benefit or my detriment.
I have learned to step up my game in Romithra because
Quick
of
note:
this.
Have we gone off live?
We
Yeah,
are
I
still
think
on.
we're still on.
We are
live.
still on.
100%.
We haven't done
So,
our wrap
I
up
will
yet.
say-
I didn't think so.
Everyone does progress to level 7.
Woo!
So next time we come to the table, have that prepared. With that, we are going to start off with the Trinity Adventures for shouting outs.
Woo.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
I don't have anything in particular prepared. I should know better and actually prepare. But of course, you guys know me on Twitch. I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right now. More cool stuff is around the corner in December. Like, there's so much going on, and there will soon be a subathon happening over on Twitch. So check me out there. You guys know how to find me. And all else fails, join us in the Discord for some awesome, wonderful shenanigans, including a special day over on Thursday for anybody who has time on the United States Thanksgiving Day and maybe doesn't have plans with folks in the IRL or just wants some time away and wants to hang out over there in Mountain Shade Village. So you can do that. That's me. Thanks for having me, y'all. It was a great time
fun.
to hop in
Absolutely.
and have fun
Having
with
you.
you guys.
Peter.
You can find me on everything at Evelyn sometimes. Sometimes there's an underscore in there. Sometimes there's a dash in there. If you go to Tumblr, it's Evelyn dash sometimes. Most places, though, no punctuation. You can find me on TikTok at Evelyn sometimes. You can find me on Twitch at Evelyn sometimes. So I've been missing a lot of streams on Twitch, partially because my internet sucks sometimes, and partially because life is chaotic. I do art, which you can find on my Tumblr. Watch. I don't know.
Damaros.
I was gonna try and plug something else, but I forgot what it was.
Damaros, your turn.
Just a second, I'm trying to write a number.
Okay, I'll go ahead and skip Marcella.
Numbers
I'm
are
good.
difficult.
Oh, never mind. Marcella, go. Or Damaros.
Oh,
Wow. Damaros. Panic.
I literally just
Oh,
needed
what are you
2
about
seconds to write the number before it left my head. That was all
You're
I
good, you're
needed.
good.
Echo, you can find me on most things at Yes I'm Baby. If you want some more D&D, you can find me over at Records of the Realms. Just about everywhere.
Awesome. Marcella.
All of the things, all of the time at Sweet and Lore. There's a multitude of ways to get a hold of me, mostly. But yeah, 90% of the time, lurking or saying something extremely obnoxious in Journey Stream, where you can find me and the rest of the Chaos mods. Occasional Stremmer, if OBS decides to behave. Yeah, and then I will hopefully be getting back into TikTok here pretty soon. So, I don't know. Let's do a thing.
The day.
Hi, you can find me on TikTok at the Tipsy Tiger. Currently actually putting out videos as Naday, the trauma gremlin herself. So appreciate all of y'all hanging in there with the traumatic backstory. You also can find me on my coffee.com page, which is ko-fi.com/the Tipsy Tiger. For the rest of the month, which is not too far away now, I have some Oops All one-shots still available. Most classes, I'd say like 75% of classes are still available. Clerics, barbarians, bunch of other stuff. Monks. So if you're interested, and also if you're looking for a holiday gift for someone, that's more of an experience for the D&D nerd in your life, I am going to be continuing to offer my one-shots, and we can have a great time in my world full of shenanigans. And stay tuned, because Romithra will be gracing the screens of Magic Academy sometime in 2023.
Super excited for that. Leaf.
I got nothing.
Awesome. I was going to give the floor.
No. Sorry.
Well, with that said, this is the School of Nerdcraft and Dungeonry. I am your headmaster, Magic Sheep, and this is Magic Academy. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Please make sure to give a like and subscribe and comment your favorite moment below. It does help us out a ton. I will do a plug if you have made it this far. We do have merch on its way, but we're going to play this like a video game. If we get to 50 subscribers, we will unlock the merch store. So that is our goal right now.
Y'all better
Subscribe.
subscribe.
Tell
already
your
have
friends to
got that
subscribe.
ding bell
Tell
too.
your mom to subscribe.
And you can click
Good.
to get your notification turned on for next week's episode as well. Link is in the chat.
Make sure you hit the bell and don't just have it unpersonalized. Have it on all
And-
notifications so you don't
Unlock
miss
your merch now, ladies and
so you
gentlemen.
don't miss a thing.
with all that, make sure to love one another, be kind, and we will see you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.